Cool.
And we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in the chat? Appreciate you being here. Sorry that we are running a little bit late tonight, but I'll explain everything for that in just a second. But we are here. We're ready to do this. We have an awesome show for you tonight. And of course, the man himself, Lethal Lightning, is joining us tonight.
I was told we can't swear in the first 2 minutes, so it's probably best not to talk to me for 2 minutes.
Sounds good.
No, thank you for having me on this. This should be a hell of a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I got my drink. I got my scotch here. I got scotch. You three mad lads. I mean, it's 11:15, so I think that's all right to crack it open.
Of course.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, we already got Raging Rhino saying good day. Look, we got another.
It's Sunday over there.
Is there
right now,
ever a bad time to crack open a scotch?
Yeah.
That's the question.
No.
Yes, I like that answer. I respect that. And of course, we have the man himself, Benology. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. I got a little too much sun today, but we're doing
You're out
good.
there toasting up, man.
I was toasting. But it was fun. It was good.
Yeah. Yep. And we have Mike, Epic Mike.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Hi. I'm good. I'm checking the chat.
Why did you do this? You're like, shut up, Josiah.
No, I was like spinning my finger like I was waving it. It was weird.
That was kind of weird. I mean,
it was a little weird.
I know it sounded like you were trying to cast a spell with your.
I'm making sure I'm catching up on the chat
microphone.
with everything because I saw Rhino was in the chat and stuff.
Why do you strike your mic when you catch up with the chat? Is that a thing?
Well, okay, so I just courtesy of JosiahRises, I got a boom arm now and it hangs. But what's really weird is I can't not touch it now. Like when it's like right in front of my face, so I like grab it all the time. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm like, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Like I was.
It is pretty hung. It is pretty hung.
It is pretty hung.
Yeah,
but I know that like originally it was sitting on my desk, and I know I was like, dude, you don't have to keep touching it if I get you just a boom arm. And I was like, yeah.
No, but he still wants to touch it.
But I just keep grabbing it now, and
just can't help it. Yeah,
he's just
sometimes I want to lick it and stuff because it's just.
I mean, when you have when you have an object like that in your face, kind of a phallus-shaped object, you just
want to right there, and you just want to
just want to touch it.
To quote,
I figure if I
quote Weinstein, it ain't gonna suck itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, props to Mike. At least he got his boom arm up. I gave one to Ben, and he still hasn't done anything.
All right.
So.
To be fair, it's right here.
And
it is up. It's just I'm missing.
Why did you need to go? Like it was like
he was like
the hardest thing you've ever done in your life.
I'm missing a very important part.
He grabbed
to the boom
hands.
mic or to the boom stand or whatever.
I mean, I had my part.
Okay, well, you know what? I did not have my part, so I'm waiting.
Ben doesn't have his part.
Waiting patiently. Yeah.
Well,
okay. Well,
hey, speaking of parts, do you want to hear a fun fact about parts?
Yes.
The word strap-on, if you spell it backwards, do you know what it spells? No parts.
Hey.
Look at Ben. Ben's spelling it in his head.
That's pretty great.
I like it.
He's not wrong.
Mental thinking.
Sergeant Herb says, lift some weights, damn Ben. Wow. Hey, real quick, before we get really into it, I do have a special message for Lethal. Message. It was sent to me by a special person in Lethal's life, and they wanted me to relay it to him. Blabbering Collector says, you're a grunk.
Nice.
We're 2 minutes in. It's good.
Well, fine. No sex for her. I can last longer than her, man. Shout out to the men. I want you to listen to what I'm going to say right now, man, okay? I don't give a fuck how golden your wife or girlfriend's pussy is. Just remember, your dick is platinum.
Nice.
For the people that don't know, Blabbering Collector, who's part of Geeks and Gamers, is married to Lethal Lightning. He purchased her for three goats when they got married.
Yeah, as you do. As
one does.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to go about it.
How many goats was your wife, Ben?
I didn't purchase my wife.
You did?
Oh, so she's not really yours then.
No, I was selected. She chose.
Damn.
She chose me like a Pokemon. She was like,
I don't know that makes it better, but
no, it's okay. It doesn't.
Oh shit!
Benology, I choose you.
He's like, look at that one right there. Give him to me. I picked that one.
I'm gonna put him in a fight.
Give
with
it to me.
another dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat him unconscious and drag him home. I'm gonna ball.
No, it's
like,
actually it was just my blue eyes. That's how I got her.
Like Ash Ketchum, his dad was never around, and his mum was spending a lot of time with Professor Oak, and no one ever wants to bring up that conversation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, of course not.
No. Well, hey.
I also want to say hi to the chat. What's up,
Hey,
chat?
Hi, chat.
It's great to have you all here. Thank you for being here. It's awesome seeing you guys and having you a part of the show. We have some pretty crazy stuff to talk about tonight, particularly involving the mystical land of Australia. So we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about some of the crazy stuff going on over at Amazon Studios recently. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of fun stuff that we're going to be getting into tonight. Sorry that we were a little bit late coming to the show. I was shooting our first Epic Verse project today. So I can't tell you what it's about or anything like that, but I will tell you, chat, it went very well. I'm super excited, super happy with the footage that we got for this project. And I'm looking forward to showing you guys more of what is going on with that, hopefully pretty soon. So it went very well. So I'm happy to report that everything that we needed, and we got. Sorry, I'm also a little tired. You're gonna have to bear with me a little bit on that, but that's why we brought Lethal in here to kind of help prop me up.
Keep the
I'm like a
that's what Australians are for,
ecstasy
right?
pill. Keep you. I'm an upper.
We're all just standing behind. We're all holding Josiah up. We're just grabbing him in places and holding him
places. We were definitely grabbing him in places,
cupping him and squeezing him and keeping him propped,
and lifting him.
Absolutely,
lifting him. Yeah,
lift.
Yeah. Do you feel lifted?
I do. Especially, there you go. Hold me up, Mike. Stay like that for the rest of the stream. Don't move a muscle.
I'm not going to do that. That sounds like a lot of work.
So we got some nitty gritty stuff to get into.
Nitty gritty. I like that.
I don't
when
like
it comes
nitty or gritty.
To Amazon Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Mike.
Yes.
You want to lead the charge on this?
Yeah. How do you want me to lead the charge?
Do you have the deets?
The deets.
No,
I mean,
I don't have a deet.
Well, he said. He said.
Do you have a Pete?
You know what? Now I kind of want Ben to do it. I know you said
any idea what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on. Do you think I pay attention to that crap? Absolutely not. I'm just over here in my own little bubble.
I mean,
yeah.
Hey, shout out to Steph. Thanks for being here, Steph. Thank you.
Just 1 second. I just lost sound.
You just lost sound. Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to get to this super chat by Christopher Arcella. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Fun news. I met Hijabi Gamer the other day. She works right next door to the new job I work at. Small world. It was great talking to her. Wow. That's kind of crazy, but
wild.
Yeah, that's awesome. She's great. It's always great to see her on Tuesday night's main event and all of that good stuff. So, yeah, she's awesome. And it's good having you here, Christopher. Thank you so much for the super chat. And we have a super chat from Lady Gravemaster. Thank you so much, Lady Gravemaster. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Cool. Yeah, Lady Gravemaster is awesome. Mine happens to be a Palladium. So sorry, Lethal. There is at least one man in this world who will forever fall to his knees no matter how good your pep talk. Oh, snap.
Okay. You sure about that?
Oh, snap.
Wow.
Damn.
That sounds like a challenge.
Holy crap, Lady Gravemaster. Oh my gosh.
Now we gotta get a challenge going on that. That'd be fun.
I think I'm good now. We're good. I think I got it figured out.
Thank you, Lady Gravemaster. Appreciate that. You're good, Mike?
Yeah, I think I'm good now. I think everything's good.
Okay.
Good.
Let me get to this
for you.
super chat from Christopher Arcella. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Hi, lovely Ben. I see you.
Lovely.
I'm
Ben.
here. I'm seen.
Lovely.
Christopher does see you.
He sees me.
You're lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christopher.
Yeah. All right. Oh, my nerdy home's also in the chat. Hi, stuff.
Is there anything that you want to say to Christopher, Ben?
No. Just gonna stay here. Just gonna stay here being lovely, as I usually am, I guess.
He said it one time. I don't know if that's a rule now.
Ben's just gonna run with that for the rest of his life now.
Oh. Well, he said it was lovely.
Hi, Steph.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you said Amazon stuff.
Yes, sir.
What did Amazon do? I actually don't know.
I don't know. You were telling me the other day when we were talking about
not knowing what Amazon did.
Technically,
wait, so this was your idea, Mike.
Oh, you're talking about that specific thing. Gotcha. Yeah. You're talking about the crazy conspiracy shit that's been going on.
Exactly.
Yes. I forgot.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
There you go. A little admonishment for Mike there for forgetting what.
Yeah. Oh, we missed Lady Gravemaster's first $10 as well.
No, I got that. You were screwing around with your audio.
I think she means there was another one before that.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. She posted one before we ever started the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to go back in the back end to find that then here.
Yeah, see, I didn't forget.
Okay, yeah. All right, Mike. Okay, Mike.
I have it here if you don't have it.
I got it.
Okay.
I don't need you, Mike. No, just kidding. Lady Gravemaster, thank you for the $10 super chat. Happy Independence Day weekend. Feels good to be a traitor to the crown. LOL. I'm still praying for a miracle that somehow this Trop show is a no-go. Just tell me who to talk to. I can be persuasive.
The Rings of Power.
The Rings of Power.
Yep.
Yeah.
I care so little about that show. I didn't even.
You didn't even put it together because you live in a world where it doesn't exist.
I literally hate that so much and couldn't care. I have so much apathy towards that. I didn't even catch on to that. But thank you, Lady Gravemaster. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Sorry that I missed that originally, but I got it. You're awesome. Appreciate you. And it's going to be a disaster. What more can I say?
Oh, it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
And Lady Gravemaster, thank you for the other $2 super chat. You missed my first $10 super chat. We got you, lady. Thank you.
It's gonna be a blast. I'm gonna have so much
love
fun
to Lady
watching
Gravemaster. She's awesome.
Ben, just shut up.
So much
All
fun.
right, so real quick,
So much
Disper
fun.
reached out to me a few days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Who knew that it was a conspiracy all along?" Well, I knew. I fucking knew. Amazon. This is a quote from Amazon's head of global diversity. This is an actual quote that was sent to me by Disparu. Shout out to Disparu. He could not be with us tonight, but he will be back with us.
Love you,
next week.
Disparu.
Love you, British Dragon. Our creative partners have been great allies and co-conspirators in this work. I haven't run into anyone who says, I don't think this is right. We shouldn't be doing this, Gillespie says. And this is referring to them with their woke initiative and like bringing in diversity and virtue signaling throughout their shows and everything. However, the devil is in the nuance and in the details. So I've run into creators who have had good intentions of telling a story a certain way without understanding the harm that they could potentially be causing. So I've been telling people that it's a goddamn conspiracy for a long time. It's one of my catchphrases. I know people laugh at it. It is kind of funny sometimes. You know when it's not funny? When you find out that the conspiracy is all fucking true.
Can you
and
read
I've
that
always
first
known.
part again? Sorry.
Yeah. I'll read it again for you.
Just the first part.
Yeah. Our creative partners have been great allies and co-conspirators in this work.
And they've had no pushback from their people.
You mean Amazon?
Yeah, like can you finish that next sentence?
Amazon absolutely. I haven't run into anyone
after that.
I haven't run into anyone who says, I don't think this is right. We shouldn't be doing
That's
this.
because they're all fucking retards. If you get a bunch of retards in a room, of course they're all going to agree on the same retarded shit.
This is true.
I mean, it's true.
I mean, that's the world that they want to live in. So
Well, that's because they've created their own little fuckhole of just retardation, which is just a big fuck you to Tolkien. And Lady G told me that they're dropping the show on the man's birthday, I think it was.
No,
the day he died or some shit.
The
which
day
is,
that he died. Yeah.
There is no fucking way that's not on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
absolutely.
No fucking way that's not on purpose. So yeah, of course they're all in there agreeing with the same shit. They're all the same dumb fucks that subscribe to the same dumb fuck ideology. They don't care about Tolkien. They don't care about Lord of the Rings. Just a bunch of fuckwits in the building, all jacking each other off and agreeing with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never good when you're in a situation where everybody agrees with you and has no nuance.
Yeah, there's nothing creative created.
Absolutely.
Unless the only time that works is when it's one person, one sole person, when you got like a George Lucas or a Tolkien, where it's just one fucking person doing it all themselves.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, and that's exactly how they want it to be. And then they get mad at you when you don't like the shitty product that they put out there. So then they try to then silence you from having that opinion so they can continue to try to create this weird, twisted utopia where no one disagrees with what they have to say.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Eh?
Well, and the other thing, like, it's so weird that they, like, even if it was jokingly being like, oh, they're like co-conspirators. Like, they know that what's being, like, done is there's like a concerted effort to do this. They know that they're working together to do, like, push an agenda, push an idea. It's not even like they're trying to hide at this point that they have an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's one thing, and for them to say, like, yeah, we've talked to other creators that didn't have that same attitude, or we're trying to tell a good story, and we're like, whoa, you could be causing harm. That's the biggest thing, is to they try to appeal to people's, like, humanity and say you could be hurting people if you're not telling these stories the right way, and like, how disingenuous, you know. And then these people get hooked in there, and the thing is, once they get their hooks in you, it's really hard to get them out. It's hard to be like, oh, well, you know, what about this here, and what about this cause there, and what about that cause there? You know, we've had Carrie and Amanda and all these different people on the show that have said, hey, it never stops. There's no end to it.
Right. Exactly. I mean, and you know, we're seeing that a lot with Disney recently as well. They're becoming very bold with a lot of the agendas that they're pushing now as well. Especially, like, it seems like after the whole, you know, don't say gay bill that happened, all that type of stuff, they really are just like, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna go balls to the wall with all of this stuff. And it's kind of crazy. And you know, like, I don't know, something that just really struck me a couple days ago. I talked about this a little bit in one of the videos that I made, but one of the things that we are seeing a lot right now is this continual trying to destroy masculinity. You know, like this is what we're seeing right now with all these different hero legacy characters right now. They are completely emasculating them, destroying what makes them awesome heroes. You know, we saw it with Luke Skywalker. We even saw it with frickin' Buzz Lightyear. Like, that is a character that they had to try to deconstruct and, you know, emasculate in certain ways as well. We've seen it with Master Chief from Halo. So, you know,
hold on. We never actually saw Chief in that show. We got Master Cheeks.
Cheeks, that's right. Yep. Thank you.
Gotcha.
But you know, and that's one of the things that I think is why we're seeing some of the stuff that's happening right now with coming from Amazon with Rings of Power as well, because obviously, you know, Lord of the Rings, all of that stuff, it's for everyone. But one of the things that Tolkien did very well was create really awesome masculine characters in the Middle-earth world. And he did a great job with that. And that is just another one of those areas. And, you know, it's all kind of part of that, you know, revisionist history type of idea that we're continuing to see come out of Hollywood, where, you know, if you can weaken men, you weaken society. Weak society, easy to control. That's what this is all about at the end of the day. So it's kind of crazy what's going on.
Not even just making good male characters. He made really good female characters too.
Yeah.
Tolkien wrote both really, really well that played to each of their own
his male
strengths.
Characters are masculine characters.
Right. They're very right. They're men.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you know, when you refuse to celebrate both sides, you know, masculine and feminine and stuff, and you want to, like, mix them together. I mean, look what they did with, like, Ripa's talked about this with SheHulk. You know, like the way she looks, obviously the CGI is terrible. The way she looks in the show is the way she looked in the comic books originally. She was like slightly muscular and taller, but she had super strength and she was green. And then they actually like redesigned her and they made her like a straight up Hulk figure. She literally looks just like the Hulk with like long hair, because they're like, oh, well, if she's going to be strong and tough, you know, we can't make her look pretty. Like nobody wants anybody looking pretty. And that's the thing, like the idea that you can't make women be beautiful or pretty anymore because they have to look like men. But then you're telling men they can't be masculine and strong. So like what, you know, it's like what are you doing? It's like the attempt is to swap it, like make men these like thin, you know, because you see it a lot in games and in shows and stuff now where like we don't really see many men like wielding swords and wielding shields. It's like almost all like the berserk and barbarians that you see in like marketing are women, and like the rogues and the like, you know, guys that use bow and arrow and stuff like that and rangers and stuff are all men. So they're like, oh yeah, men are still cool, but like the real big tough warriors are all women now, you know.
I mean, just look at that. Look at what they've done to SheHulk. This is from the comics. I think this came out last year, I think. And look, it's right there. It's right there. Before, you almost got it before, you know. Yeah, slightly more, you know, buff than your average chick. Sure. And then this is just an outright fucking Hulk. And
exactly. Yeah.
It just completely defeats the point of her.
I mean, in the TV show, she looks a lot more like she does in the actual comic books.
Yeah.
Even though the CGI is not great. Or at least the original comic books, I should say.
Yeah. The design was good.
But but I mean, even in like the trailer that they released for She-Hulk and stuff, like, you know, they put all that dumb stuff in there, like with her carrying the guy to the bedroom at the end of the trailer and all that ridiculous nonsense, which just goes exactly with everything else that we are talking about right now.
I mean, like something like that, I think could have been kind of funny. It's like, hey, we all want to fuck a buff chick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we all want to get our head crushed between some thick anime.
But we know that's not why they're doing it.
No, that's not why they're doing it. Not at all. I think it's a bit on the nose while they're doing it. So they're trying to say that he's the pussy in the relationship.
Right.
Exactly. That one. But, you know, like, where that could have been like, that could have actually been like a little funny joke. Like, oh, man, I had sex with some real strong woman before, man. It was crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, and I think that kind of leads into another topic that we're going to talk about, but kind of lends itself to all of it. I found this on Bounding into Comics. It was talking about a study that these scientists did, and lo and behold, they discovered that video games with sexualized content do not cause misogynistic attitudes or body image issues.
What?
So all the arguments and conversations that these people are constantly yelling at us and screaming at us that, you know, women should not be made for the male gaze, they shouldn't be sexualized, it's causing misogyny, it's misogynistic, there's sexism in gaming, and then even the attitude, you know, that women are going to look at these characters in comic books and in video games and are going to go, oh, I can't look like that, so I have issues now I feel shamed or unattractive because this character is so attractive. It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
But we always knew it was bullshit.
Yeah.
But now scientists are saying it's bullshit.
I went on a bit of a rant about this last week on stream. And what really fucking pissed me off about this is the fact that there was a fucking study to prove something that everyone already knew since before I was born. The fact that there needed to be a study to prove this is fucked within itself. Of course, it does not cause misogyny. Video games do not cause misogyny, racism, or violence. We all grew up playing Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto, and only like Ben's killed a prostitute in the car that one time, you know? So it doesn't actually cause violence or racism. But all these studies, you know, where's all the studies about loot boxes causing gambling? Where's all that studies?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Well, that's not important to them, because the reality is a lot of these studies, they make it so they can try to prove their point. Because you know they're biased studies, you know that they're setting out with a conclusion in mind, and then they discover that that it's not true. You know, that's
never been true.
It's never been true, and that's the thing. You know, so they're constantly proving what we've all been trying to say in the first place. And the thing is, for them, they think, well, we've said it, and scientists have proven it, but you know that won't be the last time we hear it. You know that won't be the last time that some some Anita Sarkeesian looking chick goes on YouTube and posts about how the male gaze and stuff should be stopped, or that these people are in, these video game executive offices telling them, we can't make these characters look like this. This is not okay. Why are they dressed so sexily, but let's keep the shirtless men and everything around, that's fine. We like that, so
right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. But man, but like Lethal said too, but they're not going to talk about all the loot boxes and gambling in video games and how that's been a problem. Like, we've seen that's a problem. People stealing credit cards and going into debt, and kids getting hooked on these games, and even the science behind it, knowing that mentally it's fucking these kids over. And they're like, yeah, but that's not important. We really need to figure out about this sexism stuff.
They know damn well what they're doing. They wouldn't put it in the game if they knew it didn't sell. That's why they have loot boxes and what microtransactions and whatever it may be. And I'm not 100%.
They've gotten me with those all the time. Loot boxes.
I mean,
yeah.
But they're designed to make kids be like, "Mom, can I have $5?"
Right.
One of my old jobs, I want to say 8 years ago, maybe something like that. The manager's kid spent $500 on some Hot Wheels game on his phone. And guess who they got charged to? This was like a 10-year-old kid. He didn't know what he was doing. He just kept fucking tapping.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Next thing you know, bang, $500.
Yep. And
That's
we've even seen in some games where even if you put locks, like parental locks, there are ways to get around them, like easy ways to get around them, because they know that some kid's going to accidentally spend some money and then the parents aren't going to seek to refund it. That happens too. It's obvious that that's the goal,
Right.
So,
I mean, when it comes to microtransactions, is there even a way to refund it?
I don't think so. I mean, you would have to contact the.
the process would probably be insane.
It's a nightmare.
I've actually done that before. I purchased something that I did not want to purchase, and I had to go through a whole refund process with the creators of the app and with the app store, and it was just a pain in the butt. And I think it took over a month to get my money back.
Which is crazy, because if my kid's on Amazon and they accidentally buy something on Amazon, or they accidentally buy a book, I've had that happen before.
Right.
I can literally just immediately click on it and say, I accidentally purchased this. It's instantly refunded. I don't have to, sometimes you have to wait a day, but normally it's instant.
And obviously that's a little bit different because that's like a tangible thing versus a digital thing.
Well, but even digital books, it's the same way. Even purchase a digital book on Amazon, and they can refund it. But the fact is, these companies don't want you to be able to refund it. They want you to accidentally spend it,
Oh yeah.
But it's messed up.
Look, I enjoy Fortnite and everything, but they make it way too easy to accidentally purchase something on there.
Yeah,
they don't even make it easy to accidentally purchase. They make it easy to want to purchase things on Fortnite.
They make it they literally all you do is push for a PS4 controller, you push square accidentally if you're looking at something and you purchased it. Yeah. They don't even have are you sure you want to purchase this pop up or anything like that. It's oh, all right, there you go. Thanks for the money.
Yeah, I mean, we all play Warzone because Warzone's fun. But how often do you boot up Warzone and the first thing on your screen is, "Hey, you seen this new bundle in the shop?"
Yeah,
right. Kind of want it, eh?
You want it, don't you? Yeah,
don't you, Ben? You want it.
Thankfully, Vanguard has been so trash with their bundles that I haven't had any desire to purchase them. So it's been great.
Yeah,
dude, the only thing I've purchased in Warzone ever is the Battle Pass. That's it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Just because the game's fun.
I've purchased a couple bundles, but
I've purchased a skin here or there. But to be honest, it's obvious that that's the case. But it's actually something that we even saw it with Call of Duty. It got really, really bad. What was it? Advanced Warfare was where they had the random loot boxes, and then what was it? Was it Black Ops 4 that had a ton of different
Black Ops 4? Black Ops 3 was really bad with the loot boxes. And I think they used that in Infinite Warfare as well. If I'm not mistaken.
Never touched Infinite. I've never even seen. I don't even know what Infinite Warfare looks like. I've never played it.
Black Ops 3 was really, really bad with that. They made it super ridiculously hard to get their rare items, and you would spend just hundreds. I literally watched this streamer on YouTube who he spent $500 trying to get this one new item that they had that they released, and it literally cost them $500 to get this one item that he wanted.
Jeez.
Fucking. What about like when EA's Battlefront 2 launched? That one was outrageously bad. That was the one that broke the dam because it was just too much. They pushed that way too far. And look what we're seeing now with Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, right. EA is just awful. I mean, they've always been awful about microtransactions in general. I mean, and that's like they've released broken games like Battlefront, or not very good games like Battlefront, and then just microtransaction the heck out of it. And it's just like, why do I want to play this? I don't. Yeah, because it's just overbearing at that point.
And I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of that. Maybe more in like mobile games, but I haven't seen a lot of that like loot box type stuff or whatever it's called. You know, the drop boxes things. Yeah. You know, I haven't seen a whole lot of that in games recently.
And which one?
Like, you know, like the random chance type of things.
A big part of that is because there's different countries and stuff. Like Spain just recently did this. But there's been a lot of countries that have been pushing back against it because of how predatory it is. I mean, because we have
people have gotten a lot of trouble for that, actually.
I mean, there was a lot of there was quite a few YouTubers that were like bigger time YouTubers that I won't mention, obviously, that were getting called out for it because they were straight up being like, "Oh, guys, I play this game all the time. It's super fun. You guys got to go check it out." And literally, there's almost no gameplay. It's just nothing but just buy this and purchase this and just run loot boxes and gambling boxes all the time.
I mean, I've literally watched streamers like their entire stream will be them just like sitting there like purchasing loot boxes to try to get a new item. And people are just like feeding them so many super chats. Like they still make money on those streams where they're spending like $500 or $1,000. They're still making like tons of money because people are still throwing money at them. It's like
it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Well, and then like, the ones that you mentioned, Mike, a lot of them from whatever game it is, they'll have like developers, you know, change shit on their back end, so they're more likely to get the dope shit a lot quicker as well. So that way, when you're watching your favorite channel and he's opening boxes, you're going, bro, he's getting all the fucking crazy shit so easy. I'll start putting money in.
Yep. And then you never get it, and you're like, oh, but I saw him get it. I know it's possible. Yeah. It's messed up. I mean, and even some people mentioned in the chat, and we mentioned Diablo Immortal. This is something that. Another story, like this is all leading into everything. So there was a streamer who just recently was playing Diablo Immortal, and this is what's weird to me, and this is why it doesn't sit right to me, but his name is Quinn69, and he was streaming, and he got a rare gem that he was looking for his character, and he spent $15,000 to get the gem. And then this is the part that doesn't sit. This is why it's so weird to me. He destroyed the gem on stream, and as a way to protest the game. But I'm like, but you didn't. You just spent $15,000.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
You don't get that money back. So what are you doing?
Yeah, so like Blizzard's sitting there going, "Oh, fucking cool, whatever."
Yeah,
I mean, it's like when you go and buy a movie from like a DVD shop or whatever, you watch it and you go, this movie's trash, and you pull it out and snap it. You're like, who gives a fuck? They got their money.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, or like, it's like, and it feels really like flexy. Oh, look at this. I just spent $15,000 on this, and I got this rare gem, and everybody's like, wow. And he's like, well, you know what? I hated that I spent all this money on it. I'm going to destroy the gem. It's like, congratulations. Are you going to stop playing the game? Because what you really should be doing is telling your followers and people that are watching you, do not play this game. Don't do it. Not, oh, look at what this gem I just got, and I'm going to destroy it.
You're spot on. The bigger protest is just saying, fuck you, I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy. So Lethal, you're a big gamer.
Yes, this is true.
How do you feel about kind of the climate in general when it comes to like video games, kind of gaming culture, I guess you could say, kind of from the gaming community standpoint, but also kind of the developers standpoint as well. So just kind of like where do you think we're at right now? Because I know that for me, I don't know if it's just me just being busy with so much other stuff. It's really hard for me to focus on some things right now. But there's very few games out there that are really just like capturing my attention right now. And I'm having a very hard time even just like really having any sort of interest in what's happening in gaming right now. Like the only game that I'm like super excited about really is like God of War Ragnarok and like Modern Warfare 2. That's like about it. Like there's not very much out there. It's like, and I've seen a lot of the trailers for games that they've been releasing over the past month or so. I've watched a lot of them and I'm like, man, none of these are really just like jumping out at me as like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing. You know what I mean? So where do you feel that we're at with a lot of that stuff?
I feel we're kind of in this weird place where just compared to like the last few years, in some ways we've gone forward quite a bit, but the ways we've gone forward is like we're playing catch up to where we already fucked up from before. Like, I think it's hard to argue that a lot of like newer games, you look at the graphics and you think, holy fuck, that looks amazing. Right. But then you play it and you go, it doesn't fucking work. I mean, how many games do we play these days where you put it in, you play it day one and go, it just doesn't fucking work?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Master Chief Collection, the most broken launch for a multiplayer game of all fucking time. I mean, Cyberpunk. How much hype was built around that Cyberpunk game?
Yeah.
And everyone played it and said, it doesn't fucking work. It's total garbage. You know, you had like your Mark the Cyborgs out there that have their fucking go fuck yourself PC that can run it no problems. And they're saying, no, it's great. But the majority of people, like, I think the problem with that though, that specific case was that was a fucking lie. And I feel like developers are being told to lie by their corporate overlords. Hence with Cyberpunk saying the game runs surprisingly well on PS4. Bitch, I got my PS4. It didn't fucking work. Yeah. And I wasn't the only one that said that. I think we've also become a lot more aware of this shit. And like gamers are more like catching on to these types of lies. You're always going to have your whales. They're going to spend money on, you know, whatever you may want. Like spend your money however the fuck you want to spend. Who am I to judge you, right? But I feel like as a community, gamers are becoming more aware of what to look for when something doesn't look right.
Yeah. I genuinely think the companies releasing broken games or, you know, like not living up to the things that they said that they're going to release in their games is the biggest problem in the gaming industry right now, hands down. Like besides anything else, I think that like to me that's one of the most unattractive things a game developer can do is, you know, talk a bunch of stuff about a video game and make you super excited and then release it, and it's like they took a dump on the whole game and it was terrible. I think it started it in my opinion, and this is with a game that I love now. I think it started with something like No Man's Sky. That was the first game I can think of where this releasing of a broken, or not even a broken game, but an incomplete game that there were so many promises for, and it just was disappointing. But I think that the difference between Hello Games and other studios is they've actually done the work to make up all those broken promises to their fans, and they still maintain that game to this day. And it has an even healthier fan base than it did at launch. But there's so many other companies that just have like done nothing for their games and just left them that way. And it's awful. Like I think that some of the fans, Battlefront 2, I know they've done some stuff for, but the fans have made like mods for that game that make it infinitely better than the actual product.
Battlefront 2, I think, is a unique situation, and I fucking hate DICE. I think DICE are some of the biggest fuckwits in gaming. They've been lying since 2015, and they say the same lie every single fucking game. And they did that whole launch of, not the last Battlefield, but the one before, where the whole launch was insulting
Battlefield
people.
2042 was horrible, or 2016.
The thing is this, like you said with Battlefront 2, right? That release is fucked up. They spend 2 years, whatever, getting it to a state where the people that play that game are happy. You know, they're like, okay, we're on the right path, man. We're starting to get good shit. And then they stop working on the game to make Battlefield 2042.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Battlefield 2042 is, I mean, I from what I've heard, their most recent map is fine, but the amount of bugs and problems that game had on release it was virtually broken on release. And I'm a fan of the Battlefield franchise, and I just thought it was like I don't know, it was terrible. It was awful.
Yeah, well, I mean, to me, you know, the gaming industry, even in some ways more than like the film industry, in some ways, to me, the gaming industry kind of feels even more entitled in a way where, you know, they're like, oh, you have to like what we give you, you know, like you don't really have a choice.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Oh, look, we put out this map, you know. It's a shit map, but you know, that's what you got, and you better like it. So I don't know. To me, like in some ways, there's a lot of that in the gaming industry that kind of strikes me even more than the film.
I get where you're coming from, but I don't completely agree. But I will say that I think gaming journalism is a lot fucking worse than
gaming
movie journalism or I mean, like the main gaming journalists, like fuck off.
Gaming journalism is terrible.
But I mean, you know, there's just so many situations where I don't feel that they put like any effort into putting anything into like the whole, you know, stupid Kong Godzilla.
Oh, that was awful
in a Warzone.
Yeah,
like, come on.
It was just underwhelming.
It's ridiculous.
It was underwhelming.
It was garbage.
Yeah. It could have been something great. And think about, I mean, you have developers who could literally continue to go back as many times as they want to make it awesome. You know, they can change coding, they can change animations, they can do anything. They can literally do anything at their computer.
Yeah.
And they just don't.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing too is even
bare minimum. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah. Well, even in that event, dude, like the rewards for that event are garbage. You couldn't even like give us a skin, and literally then you had to buy the Godzilla skin and the Kong skin to even unlock the Mecha Godzilla skin. So like, buy 2 skins to get a third that you still have to fucking buy.
That
you,
was
like,
actually
that
was the scummiest thing they did with that update. Because like I wanted the Mecha Godzilla skin, but there was no way I could ever buy it because I didn't want to buy the other 2.
Yeah, I mean, it was the coolest skin.
It was.
And then they put it behind a paywall where you have to buy a shitty skin in order to get the cool skin.
You got to buy 2 shitty skins to buy the one cool skin.
2 shitty skins. Exactly.
And with that price, you could buy the next game.
Right.
Well, and this is one thing I will say, just specifically, like No Man's Sky. I mean, the one difference is that they're an indie developer.
Right.
And what they did, I mean, they had I think they had 7 people working 16-hour days to get that game finished by launch.
Right.
You know,
and I'm not saying it's the same as these companies like CD Projekt Red that released Cyberpunk. It's more of like that's the first time I noticed that happen with a game. And then every other game came after that. It's not, like I said, they've done really good making up for what they did, but a bunch of other studios have not done that. And they should be ashamed of that because they got showed up by a tiny little studio.
The problem is that it's become like a habit.
Well, the one game, there was a studio, and this is just for like on my side of things, like one of the studios I think that was like really, really bad about this actually was the company that made Fable.
That's
wow, I don't remember the name of them.
Oh man,
I just remember that one dude that kept hyping it up every
single time. Peter Molyneux,
that's his name. Yeah,
the new Peter Fable comes out like next year. It's supposed to come out like next year, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah,
it's been years since.
But I mean, it was Microsoft that was in charge of it. But they were. I mean, the second Fable, if you ever got Lionhead Studios, thank you. They had like a ton of microtransactions in the second game. Like the first Halo, the first Fable had DLC. The DLC was actually really good. It added a whole second
Lost
area.
Chapter?
Yeah, the Lost Chapter.
Yeah, that shit was fucking awesome. That's
great.
The best Fable today.
The second game has a ton of DLC. Some of it you can't even get anymore. And what they would do to get you to get the DLC is they would give you the first like 15 minutes for free and like a couple items for free, and then the rest of it, like you go to put on a hat, and they'd be like, "Oh, sorry, you can't wear that hat unless you buy the DLC." And like, they would do it, And then Fable 3, literally everything but like 4 colors in the game, you had to buy a pack for each individual color you wanted for your character.
Oh wow,
yeah. And there was a bunch of other crazy like DLC stuff in that game too. They did that. They were really, really, really bad.
Something that's been interesting too with DLC is nowadays DLC has started to become free, but I think it's almost a sign of a really good game if they make you pay something for it. Like today, if that makes sense. Like I feel like every other game that's had free DLC, it's kind of been like it's cool that they're doing it for free, but it doesn't feel like it's had a lot of time and effort put into it. Whereas people that have released something that even if you don't pay a lot of money, like you pay a little bit of money, I think a really good example of this is Horizon Zero Dawn had a DLC called the Frozen Wilds. It was $15, but it was an extra like 15 hours of gameplay, and it felt I was totally fine spending that money on it because it felt like they actually put time and effort into telling an interesting story, and like in expanding the game's lore and expanding the game in general. And that was a really good example of paid DLC. But
Kind
now
of like
you've got
Witcher 3 as well.
right.
Yeah, Witcher 3 had amazing.
And
DLC.
then you've got companies now like Activision or whoever does Warzone. I think it's Raven Software, Activision, whatever. And they release these events like Godzilla versus Kong, and they release these maps like Caldera, which they don't make you pay for, but they're just not very good. And so I feel like it's weird because like we used to complain about paid DLC all the time. But now I feel like when nowadays for these companies, if they make you pay, at least it feels like they've probably put effort behind it to make it something really worth your time. Like I think if there's an Elden Ring DLC, I don't think that's going to be free. I guarantee you that's going to be
well,
paid DLC.
Elden Ring is a totally different game than a lot of the games that are coming out anyway.
It is.
So,
but
I think there's a lot of paid DLC that comes out still from companies that just is.
Well, there's not a whole lot of paid DLC anymore.
To throw Warzone a bone, as shit as Caldera was, that new resurgence.
I love the new map. Yeah,
the new map was good.
Really good.
Hey,
yeah.
Listen, you keep throwing shit at a wall, eventually something will stick. You know? Yeah. No, I mean, I gotta give it to him. That map was good, and it definitely feels like that map is a precursor to what we're probably going to get in the future with Warzone 2.
I think that whole update was great.
Me too.
The verticality in the map, I mean, like all of it. Yeah,
that's the biggest W of an update that they've released since the
Vanguard
game came out. Really, honestly. Yeah. So,
but like, Borderlands 3 had 6 paid for DLCs. Borderlands is a weird one because Borderlands 2 was really good, and I liked almost all the DLC for it. But man, oh man, was Borderlands 3 trash, and the DLC was not good, and it didn't really make the game much better.
Yeah,
Borderlands
3 come out?
2018.
I think it was.
Was it really only that long ago?
Yeah,
I feel like it was
4 years. Are you sure?
Yeah, 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, that might be about right.
2019.
Yeah.
Oh wow, even less. 3 years. I didn't realize it was that recent.
Yeah.
I mean, There's been some paid DLC that's been fine recently. Like, Tiny Tina's had some pretty decent.
Is that a DLC?
No, it's an actual game that they released, but they've started to release some DLC for that.
Oh, okay. And that's the same people who made Borderlands.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's just indicative. Like you can still get hit or miss. But I get where Ben's saying, like, if they know you have to spend money on it, they're probably more likely to put some effort into it versus like free stuff. But the fact is, like, they're giving free stuff away. They're giving free DLC because of all the like paid content that they do have, like buying skins and all that stuff.
Right.
They make more money from it.
Yeah.
Battle passes and stuff like that. And I think that's become kind of predatory.
You know who has done a really good job,
yeah.
and this is something that like I don't play the game a ton. I like it a lot, but I think Fortnite has done a very good job of releasing free content that they do put time and effort behind. Almost every single time they release an update, like they make events out of their update, and they make it really fun. And I know Lethal doesn't play the game, but it's something where they actually put time and effort. And you've seen that since the beginning when that game launched. They put so much time and effort in that game, but they also have all their skins and stuff you can buy. And they have all these things, but at least they put the time and the effort into making the game super enjoyable and making these events super enjoyable.
And keeping the game like fresh and fun. And
they change up the map like every few months, it feels like.
But, and this is a big but.
Mike,
for me,
big butt.
Imagine
if
you're a kid playing that game, because that's the difference. Because if you look at how they market certain items and certain skins, that to me is like, because my kids played it and they were like, "Oh man, can I get this skin?" Or "Oh, can I get this?" Or like even they have like the monthly subscription club where they're like, "Oh man, it's really," as an adult, I'm like, I see it. Like, I'll buy a skin if I want to buy a skin, like, because it's cool or whatever. But like, you can get fucked with all that other stuff. For kids, they have no concept of that again. So I do think that that I am less appreciative of Fortnite for when it comes to how it's geared towards like children, and like Josiah said, how easy it is to purchase stuff because the kid goes, oh wow, boom, bought the skin, and now you got to deal with that the fallout of buying that skin, wherever.
Right.
Versus something like, well, and then the other thing is too, skins are typically not super crazy expensive, but that shit adds up over time. So you go, oh, it's only $5 to get this skin, and then it's only $5 to get that skin and stuff. I think that is one of those things that's slightly predatory more towards children because that they don't have the gears to go, I shouldn't be buying all these skins. But as an adult, I don't have a problem with it.
That's like what I was saying before about my old job, the manager that had his kid on Hot Wheels. That wasn't one $500 transaction. That was lots of little ones. He just kept tapping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So go ahead.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I also think that, even if you took away the transactions, the microtransactions in Fortnite and all that stuff, I still think that what they release as far as like free content goes is pretty amazing. Like what they continue to release in the map, like they it's almost like every week they have like a new thing that you can try in the map or a new gun, a new item that you can use. They always have something fresh in the game, and I think that's something that I do appreciate about Fortnite that I wish others, like, even if Warzone just released like a stupid new like tactical grenade that you could use that did whatever like once a week, even if it was just something that was small, it doesn't matter. Like it keeps things interesting, you know what I mean?
It just keeps things a little bit fresher than they would have been. But I mean, Fortnite, like I said, I haven't played it as much recently, but they've impressed me with everything they've done, and I think that's really cool.
I mean, hell, even if Warzone released like a new thing like once a month, that'd be better than what they do now. So
a lot of it also comes down to like self-control. I mean, a lot of it's aimed at kids, like Mike said. Whereas, like, us four can look at that and go, I'm not fucking paying for that. Fuck off.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I think I do agree Fortnite is one of the better ones doing it, but I can see sometimes even, it's that adage of, if it's free, then you're the product, but they're probably less egregious than some of these other bigger companies. I mean, because that's the thing. How long do we play Verdansk? With very little changes to it ever.
Yeah, and then we're all still buying the battle passes every time we release the battle pass.
Because we have fun.
But you don't have to.
I stopped buying the battle pass.
Battle passes are always cosmetic. And I would much prefer if the choices were battle pass or like Black Ops 3 loot boxes, I'll take the Warzone battle pass every fucking time.
I mean, arguably pretty much everything that we get in microtransactions right now is cosmetic. Wouldn't you agree?
Well,
yeah, more or less.
Yeah,
it is
like
Black Ops 3 where there was new overpowered weapons.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was pay to win.
Yeah,
that was pay to win.
But like,
yes, it was totally. Yeah,
right. Like in Warzone though, like yes, it's all cosmetic, but you don't even to get the new guns that they release with the battle pass. You don't have to own the battle pass to get those guns.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you get them for free,
which is to play on Vanguard and
no, you don't have to play Vanguard.
For some of the challenges they do.
Okay.
It's like,
you do, Ben. Come on now.
I'm talking about for the 2 guns that they release every battle pass.
Well, even if you don't play them, eventually you'll level up and get them.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Not the extra guns they add in the middle of the season that you have to do the dumb challenges.
You have to do.
I hate those
for because they're meta, and if you
I hate them.
Exactly.
Listen, when
they make those meta for a reason. They do.
When they did that shit that they did, where they nerfed all the Cold War guns and Modern Warfare guns because you had to play with the Vanguard weapons, I was so fucking.
Oh my
furious.
gosh!
Did you notice how many Vanguard blueprints were in Warzone at that time as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because we know the game isn't selling well. It's one of the highest dropped off CODs in history. But we want to get our money's worth out of this game. People aren't buying the game, but there's so many fucking people playing Warzone. Fuck it, just put them in the shop and make them overpowered for a week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We absolutely. I mean, absolutely. What's funny to me is that when they did that with the Psychov, which was a free gun, they nerfed it in a week. They nerfed it in a week. They were like, "Whoa!" And I'm like, "Yeah, but you literally let some of these guns come out that were so broken for so long, and then they were like, release these." The Raven Software was like, "These new pistols for Modern Warfare." They're like, "Okay, you know what? You've taken it too far. We're nerfing this gun in a week." And it wasn't even like. Go ahead.
Remember how long it took the DMR to get nerfed?
The two tap.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a nightmare.
Or the
I did want
Bruin.
to say, somebody asked in the chat too, like, how are kids buying skins? Do they have credit cards? Here's the thing: absolutely, parents should be keeping track of what kids do. But the thing is, if you're not savvy to gaming, if you're one of those people that bought your kid an Xbox or you bought your kid a PlayStation and you let them play their games, a lot of times, you put your credit card information on there one time and don't realize it's now saved on there. Because the thing is, those console people at the same time are just as complicit because they know that your stuff is saved on there. Now I will give credit to the fact that obviously you can, if you're savvy enough, you can set up blocks and things to stop that from happening. Like my Xbox, you have to punch in a code before you can make any purchases. And my kids don't know the code, and there's no way to make a purchase on my Xbox without that code being input. But for people that don't know what that stuff is, and I'm not saying that's I'm not putting all the blame just on video game companies as a whole, but at the same time, you don't realize how sometimes easy it is. Or if you download a game on your phone for your kid and you don't realize that game goes, hey, cool, we have free access to your stuff. One tap and you bought everything,
Or
So
if
I think
you paid for something on your own phone, which happens to be the same phone where your kid plays the game from, it's still saved on the phone.
Yep, absolutely.
Right.
So I think that there's a balance between the two because companies do it because they know that they can take advantage of it, and they know they can take advantage of people that are not tech savvy. But parents, as always, should be aware of what their kids are doing, who their kids are playing with online, and all that stuff too. So
absolutely, yeah. Like I set up like my daughter her own account on the PlayStation so that she can play games and all that stuff. But I literally have to myself put money in her wallet for her to be able to spend it.
And she can't top it up herself?
Nope.
She needs a password or some shit.
Exactly. Yep. So,
and that's a good way to do it. But some parents are not that involved.
Right. That is very true. That is,
and that doesn't make it right. But some parents are just not involved.
But with you two, I mean, you two are gamers yourself, so you're
right.
You're aware of what's going on. Whereas, average fucking mum and pop, they got no fucking idea.
Yeah, who don't play games, but their kids play games or whatever.
Yep. Absolutely, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's kind of a mess. So
it'll be interesting to see, how they continue to try to, I guess, change with that because, as we continue to, progress and, there's obviously going to be more and more people playing video games that are going to become more savvy to a lot of that stuff. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how the how microtransactions evolve to some of that type of stuff as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's a constantly changing engines. Yeah, it's a constantly changing industry for better or for worse. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Loot boxes have definitely taken a hit because people have outright rejected them. They're still there. NFTs were the latest thing, and it looks like NFTs have died on their ass. Thank fuck.
Yeah. Please,
I really don't want to see another gorilla. Another NFT gorilla.
I just want you all to know if I see your NFT, I am screenshotting it. I've got a lot of NFTs on this fucking thing because I screenshot every single one I see.
Well, here's the thing: we all we literally all said in the beginning when NFTs became a thing, that's a stupid idea and it'll never take off. And they're like, no, it will. Trust me, this is the future. And everybody's like, no, it's not. And everybody's like, well, this guy sold his NFT for $15,000. I'm like, to who? And they're like, well, don't worry about that.
I still don't even understand. I still don't understand it.
Yeah. I mean, I like to get into all that like cryptocurrency type stuff because I just find it fascinating. And I still, there's a lot of it that I don't understand. And I like to learn how all of that works. NFTs, I'm still just like, what the fuck?
But to be fair, if some dickhead was going to give me 20 grand for a stupid picture of a monkey, I'll fucking draw monkeys all day.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why people would spend that type of money for some random
picture.
art that some person
It's
drew.
not even
Like,
good art. They're all
it's
the
not.
same. They're all shit.
Yeah,
like there's only 15,000 of them.
It's like,
better get 'em now.
but this gorilla is smoking a cigarette. And you're like, oh.
You're like a gorilla smoking a cigarette.
I can own that as long as my
I can't.
computer runs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as there's
crazy,
no
man.
blackout, ever. And I'll always have that.
Yeah.
I used to love it when you'd see people, post their picture of their NFT on Twitter, and they would say, like, "Look, I got 1 of 1," and you just see a thread going 2 of 2, 3 of 3, 4 of 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking photos of it.
You're like,
Love
oh,
it.
nice.
Love
I'll
it.
take that now.
The internet is still undefeated.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't. It's hard to make digital things exclusive.
Right.
And I mean, even with things like digital rights management, there's ways around that. Shit, I remember back in the day when they used to have key codes. It's like you would buy a disc, a video game disc, and you had to have a key to make it work. Right. And then people would just be like, "Oh, don't worry, we have ways to hack that. Don't worry about it. It's fine." I mean, they've tried so hard. I mean, EA did this back in the day too. The EA, what was it called now? Basically, it was a pass that you had to have. So, like, when you bought a game, you had to have this exclusive code. And it was the only way to use certain online features for the games. And then they did it for, like, I think the first game they did it for was, like, a Tiger Woods golf game. But they did it for Mass Effect 3. They did it for all these different games. And now they're like, oh, no, we've done away with that. Because you couldn't even have access to certain games until you had this exclusive code. And everybody's like, this is bullshit. Like, nobody wants this, you know? Because once again, if you don't have internet, now all of a sudden you can't play your games.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it's a weird time that we're living in too, because like you see all these different companies like, Facebook, continue to try to push people into a more digital reality, a more digital world where I think even in like, the metaverse, like you can literally like purchase like property, I believe, like real
digital
estate.
property.
Yep. Yeah. Like I'm like, what?
It's crazy.
Like do you guys not realize that like 1 EMP and all that's gone? Like it's crazy. Right. And people continue to try to put value on that type of stuff. And I understand that, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency, you have like everyone basically putting money into the same pool. And so that increases the value of things. But at the same time, like you can't just have that be everything. You can't make everything in life about digital,
but virtual reality,
digital
is the
value.
Future.
So it's just it's weird. It's a weird time.
The virtual world is the future. We're all just gonna eventually
that's what they're trying to make it.
We're all gonna be hooked up to headsets.
It's all gonna be like Wall-E in the future. We're all just gonna be sitting at fat lards on chairs.
And nobody's gonna be out and about, and nature will reclaim everything, and we'll just be sitting with goggles on.
Look at her boobs. I pissed my pants earlier, but it's okay.
We're all just gonna have it's gonna be like the Matrix. Like we're all just gonna we're gonna have like feeding tubes attached to us.
Yeah, we're all gonna be like connected in these
catheters,
chambers.
And everything.
Did you ever see that video of that guy? He was dressed up as Deku from My Hero Academia, and he had like the VR glasses on, and he was like fucking something like virtually having.
Oh my god!
I'll find it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm looking this up right now.
It's bad, dude. It's
See, the concept of the metaverse and things like that are really intriguing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
It's very interesting, but I think like there's a point where escapism becomes too much escapism, and you're not willing to face the problems in your reality, which is where a lot of book ideas come from. Like Ready Player One is a really good example of that. It's like where the world has gone to crap, so like they spend most of their time in this virtual world, and it's really. But
really
you
also have to. I mean, you have to keep in mind that there's so many people that already make like social media their entire reality.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be so easy to convince those people that just plug yourself into a freaking VR headset and you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already made enough slaves out of the social media, so it's not going to be.
I'll put the link in the private chat, Mike. You should watch it, or just click through it and see what I mean. Don't show it. Trust me, don't show that one.
I'm gonna fucking watch it.
Are you sure?
I'm not showing it. Nope.
It's like an hour and 10 minutes. No, sorry, not an hour. 1 minute.
He's got like a see-through mannequin. He's just like going to town on this thing.
Go to 1 minute 10. Mike, go to 1 minute 10.
All right, while you guys are having fun with that, I'm going to read some super chats here. Anthony Gaming, thank you for the $2 super chat. Hi from Australia.
G'day. What state, if you don't mind me asking?
Glad to have you here, Mr. Aussie.
What on earth?
Do you say
Mike,
Aussie or Aussie?
Aussie.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Aussie. There's so many.
Mike's even watching it.
It's so awful, dude. He's going to town.
Dude,
though.
where was
He is
this?
fucking, isn't he?
Was this at a
Oh,
convention?
gosh.
I don't know, dude. But he
Like,
was
where
like
would they
smacking
even-
the fake ass of the thing. He was like, "Pow!" And there's people standing right next to him.
Oh,
with, like,
I've
gift
seen
bags.
that before. I've seen that clip before. Yeah. No,
Oh,
he was
man.
like, dude, that guy was going in. It was
Dude, he was
insane.
going to pound on it.
Yeah. Lady Gravemaster, thank you for the $5 super chat. The showrunner said they were trying to go for something more believable. Never mind that she literally lets a woman abuse a man en route to prison.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this was that she was talking about here.
Oh,
guys remember?
was that SheHulk?
Oh, right. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Thank
Well,
you.
I
Lady
mean,
Ben's
Gravemaster.
watching it
listen-
too.
Appreciate that.
It is kind of believable because we all know that, like, Lady Gravemaster, if she was ever going to take you to
Oh, yeah.
jail, you'd be abused on your way.
Oh,
bring
I mean,
it-
Lady
yeah,
Gravemaster is like an actual badass. So.
Yeah, she'd snap your wrist and then just
Yeah.
drag you to prison,
Yeah.
crying and screaming. Yeah,
Yep.
Mm,
might even drag you by
She's
her. Yeah,
she's a top bunk.
yeah,
yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Your name's Michelle now, Mike.
Boomer Stick, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey guys, and Ben popped in to say hello on my way to a mountain trip for some outdoorsy
Nice.
fun. Friendly reminder to everyone to touch some grass. It's good for the soul. Y'all have a great stream. Thank you so much, Boomer Stick, and that ties in perfectly with everything we're just talking about with the digital reality stuff. So, thank you. Nothing beats going outside and touching some grass. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
nothing
Yeah.
beats touching
Unless-
He
grass.
readjusts his goggles because he's humping too hard.
Oh
It
my-
bounces off his head.
Unless you could be like that guy and touch some ass.
Unless you live in a place where everything can murder you.
Yeah.
You know who lives in a place where everything can murder you?
Lady G.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Lethal
she is
lightning.
murder.
Yeah, lethal lightning, lethal. We brought you on for only one reason. It's not any of this other stuff. Nothing to do with gaming. Listen, you may
Nothing.
be a gamer, that's great, but we all know what we're really here for, and we want to
Mhm.
know, why is Australia so fucking dangerous? And
Or
how
just
does-
question.
just to break it down even more simply,
Ooh,
why
how
is
have you not-
Australia?
why is Australia? Yeah,
Hey, did you know
Uh-huh.
that Australia actually isn't real?
you took so fucking long to get to that point, and then you
think-
backed away. You were like, "Hey, did you know Australia isn't even real?"
Did you know that Australia isn't real, Lethal?
That was like a
If-
weird Biden thing. You know how like he sometimes starts whispering into the mic when he's
I
talking.
don't know where I am anymore.
If
Now
if
listen.
everything has a reaction, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it only make sense that something like that would pop up?
That's actually a good point. Damn.
And I have a
Wow.
question for you.
Hmm.
What is a Nebraska?
That's a great
Nebraska
question.
is not an actual. It's literally just corn. Like there's no actual ground.
Yeah,
it's
it's just
just
corn.
all corn. It's
Yeah.
a giant cornfield from one end to the other. It is a feat of
A
evil.
feat?
Really. Like I mean,
Is that where they film children
This
of the corn?
I mean, no, but probably. There's a lot of corn, like stupid amounts of corn. In
The amount
Nebraska.
of corn is unfathomable.
They even
In
named one of their teams
Nebraska.
the Corn
Yeah.
Huskers. Yeah.
Honestly, just in America. I mean,
No, but specifically
Indiana,
Nebraska.
Illinois, Missouri. I mean,
Nebraska has
Iowa.
more corn than anything you have ever seen. You will not believe how much corn.
Aren't there
is
like bison in Nebraska?
I don't. You can't see them because of the corn.
Yeah, they're probably just
So
hidden.
that's a really good question, Lethal. It's we have all states have some kind of gimmick. California has being the worst place in the world. You know,
Yep.
Texas.
Everybody
has
knows
being
that.
Based
The
as fuck.
biggest.
New York has literally just nothing but like it's just all city. There's no trees or grass anywhere.
I'm walking
corn.
here.
I've never seen this before, and I don't even know what it is. But this is apparently in Nebraska.
It's corn.
It's corn.
That's not corn. That to me
That's corn.
looks like a weird throne shaped
Ben,
mountain.
we just explained this.
It looks like
It's
something you would see
corn.
in like Lord of the Rings. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Lord of the Corn?
I just see
Lord of
New
the
Zealand.
Corn.
Mike, I just
Yeah.
see New Zealand in that photo.
Well, that's weird
So-
because it's all corn. So
Huh.
Who
Well,
lives in Nebraska?
I
Just
literally
nobody
Googled
lives in
and
Nebraska.
there's
Here,
not a
let's
single
find out. Let's see here.
that popped up
What
when
is
I
the
Googled it.
population of Nebraska?
Nobody really lives in Nebraska.
We're gonna find out right now.
Nebraska is, I mean, yeah.
The population of Nebraska is 1.96 million.
Is Nebraska where they did that virtual reality thing where that dude has the goggles?
What?
The
Oh,
one
Anime
you just showed
Expo?
us?
Yeah.
No.
Probably. I don't
Okay.
know. I
Probably. I mean,
yeah.
seems like a pretty Nebraskan thing to do.
There's a lot of corn, man.
In
It's just-
Nebraska?
Yeah. They literally have a team named the Corn Huskers. They literally named a team after corn.
I mean, you know, we have a team called the Detroit Lions, and we don't see.
We have lions here,
around.
though.
Yeah, do you see
do
a
have
freaking
lions.
lion?
How many
here?
lions do you see romping around in Michigan?
There are lions in Michigan. People have
In
been seeing
zoos?
them. No, we have
not-
like wild
okay.
lions here
No,
in Michigan.
not African lions.
Do you?
Mike.
I mean,
It's still a
The-
fucking lion, Ben.
it's
Whether it's a
not
mountain
the
lion
same.
or
It's
it's
not
a
even
mountain
the
okay,
same.
no.
You're talking
A
about
mountain
freaking
lions.
mountain lions. It's not the same.
mountain
The
lion
Detroit
is
Lions
not-
literally has a
Lions.
mane which distinguishes it as an
No.
African
Okay,
lion.
yes,
That
the
doesn't
mountain
distinguish
lion
that
is
at all.
completely different.
Absolutely,
They're
completely
fucking
different.
lions. They're
Completely-
giant
no.
cats.
They're not.
Okay, well, okay.
all
Let's
right,
just
does
toss
that make
that
it
out the window.
okay?
What about
no, let's
Detroit
just,
Tigers? How many tigers do you see romping around in Michigan?
You
And
go
Mike-
to the zoo. There's plenty of tigers in
Mike,
the zoo.
is a tiger
You
a
can go-
lion?
I mean, that. I mean, people. Okay, people could have like corn in their backyard in literally like any state.
Yeah, but they
Nebraska.
didn't name anything after the fucking corn.
First,
Okay.
I just want to go back here,
There's so much
And-
corn in Nebraska. It took over one of the names of their sports teams.
Mike.
They couldn't come up with
There's
anything
Old
cool, so they're like,
Michigan. It took one over
Mike.
the name.
they're
one of our
only
sports
one. If you have one lion in Michigan, you can name your team the Lions. But
No.
listen.
No.
Regardless, there's a lot of
Horrible
corn
argument.
in Nebraska.
So
Okay.
if there's okay, maybe Nebraska just has one corn stalk.
No, they wouldn't name it. They would name it
Mike.
something else. They'd name it the
No.
Nebraskan. Nobody likes our state or something.
Yeah, and then they would name it the Nebraskan Cornstalkers.
See,
But
Broba Fett knows what's up.
thank you, Boba
Mountain
Fett.
lions
Mountain
And
lions
also,
are lions because
just
they're called
because
lions.
big cat,
Thank you,
just
Robo.
because lions and tigers or whatever they are big cats does not make them all lions either.
I
Yeah.
never said that. I never
Yes,
said
you
a
did.
tiger wasn't. No, I
You
didn't.
said
I
you
said it's a big fucking cat
you-
and it's called a lion.
You said it's a big cat. They're the same. That is not
That is like
even true.
They're all in the same family together, Ben.
yeah. Well, corn's in the same family as grass, so you know. Like,
The
Yeah.
corn is basically grass, except it's not because you can eat it.
I mean, the
not-
only thing I can agree with you on
Okay,
that is
grass
I'm
if you
allergic to
wanted
both
to.
of them, so it's okay.
No, that's your fault. Don't
corn
go to
and
Nebraska.
grass.
Don't go to Nebraska, Ben. You'll die.
Yeah.
Because it's all corn. Everything is corn. The chairs are made of corn. The tables are made of corn.
You're made of corn.
The air is made of corn. It's corn particles. You have to stay
Yeah,
out of
wow.
Nebraska.
Just
Listen,
breathing
we
in
got to
corn
this
dust.
point because we asked Lisa.
So if you
about
were sick,
Australia.
would you have to quarantine?
Ah! Got his ass.
Nice. That was a joke.
Yeah,
That was good.
that was something.
See, look at this. Look at this, Mike. Look at this. Look at this. Not even close to being the same here. Not
Yep.
What are
even
you showing me?
close.
I'm gonna turn off my monitor so I can't.
Not
see.
even close to being the same.
Look at that.
They're giant cats. I didn't say they were exactly the same name.
Okay, but
But-
you still are generalizing.
A mountain lion is called a mountain lion. It's called a lion because it fits.
No,
certain,
it's
like-
called a cougar.
It's called a mountain lion, Ben.
It's called a cougar
It's
because
called
it's
a mountain
significantly
lion,
older than
Okay,
its
Michigan does have a lot of cougars. I will say.
Oh,
that,
look
so.
at that. Well,
cougar.
either
Um,
way, listen.
Anyway, back to Australia.
Australia. Also, did the rugby team win against England today? I saw somebody posted about it.
I don't know. I don't watch much rugby.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, well, that's good. Well-
Lethal.
Lethal, what's the scariest thing you've ever seen in Australia?
I mean, like an animal,
Yeah.
shark.
No.
You saw a shark?
No.
Yeah, I've seen sharks.
Like just
Like,
swimming
I've
around
seen
in the
their
water?
fins.
Really? Just off the beach?
Yeah, from the jetty. I remember seeing a fin.
You can't
way.
sit here and tell
Oh,
me.
that's crazy.
That's terrifying.
No, it's
You
not.
can't even swim away. You can't even swim out of the country because the sharks will eat you.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's terrifying.
That's what sharks
Ben
do.
has this weird obsession with sharks. He says they're not dangerous.
Sharks are my favorite animal.
Nah,
Thank
sharks
you very
get
much.
fucked. If you think sharks are, motherfucker, have you seen a movie called Jaws, motherfucker?
Yeah, and Jaws has an inaccurate representation of shark behavior.
Oh,
Prove it.
yeah.
All right. Do I need to pull up this article again that we literally just talked about last week?
Sharks will eat a motherfucker.
See,
you
he
can't
lives
sit
there.
here. You
Ben.
can't
We
sit
don't
here
live
and tell
anywhere
me.
near sharks. We don't know.
Okay, you can't sit here and tell me that the scariest thing you've seen in Australia is sharks, because there is literally other animals that have a better chance of killing you than sharks.
Well, I mean, if you don't get in the water, the shark can't get you. True, but fuck
Doesn't make 'em not
sharks.
scary.
I'm
Yeah.
someone that believes the fucking oceans should be nuked. I
Ben,
don't like the ocean. I'm freaked
Ben.
out by it. The fact we know more about the fucking moon than we do about the fucking ocean just doesn't sit right with me. Have
I
you seen a
guarantee
seahorse
that's
give
fair.
birth? It's disgusting.
Ben,
It
Ben,
is. It's
read
awful.
this headline. Read this headline.
I've read it
Read
once
it.
again.
No, please
I've-
read it out
I've
loud for
read
the
it.
chat.
Read it.
Then it's for the chat.
The horrifying story of a woman who watched her friends probably do something
No,
really
don't
stupid,
change.
being
Ben
eaten
doesn't
by
believe all
sharks
women. Ben's
for 5
sexist.
days after yacht
Oh,
capsized in
so
Atlantic.
a yacht capsizing, that's stupid to you?
No, I'm saying that the
People
people
died, Ben.
who fell off of
People
that boat
died, Ben.
were probably stupid.
Ben, people died.
They had it coming, Mike.
They had it coming.
Ben, you're a sexist. You're
No,
victim
I'm just,
blamer.
I just
Stop
believe
standing up for
sharks.
these sharks that kill people.
Won't do it. Won't
Wow.
stop. Can't stop. Won't
Wow.
stop. Okay, what do we got here?
Party
What do we-
floated on a life raft in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of North Carolina without food, water, or emergency equipment. All right, well, I mean,
It's
Sharks-
awful.
yeah, exactly. And you're just gonna shit on them, Ben? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that-
before I do on the sharks. Darn right.
God damn it, Ben. You know what? This is how bad you fucked up.
I like
Maz is
nature
agreeing
more
with
than
you
I
in the
like
chat.
people. So
Maz is
I'm
agreeing with you in the chat. He said he's on
Maz
Team
here.
Ben. That's what you
no.
did.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll
my.
give
I'm
you a
just-
different
sharks
answer.
are
then.
way
I'll give you a
cooler than
different answer
people.
then.
Let's just be
I've seen
honest.
lots of brown snakes.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
have you
shit,
seen black
those are
mamas?
terrifying. He just
A
said
black
brown
mamba.
things. That's scary enough.
Brown snake will fuck you up, man. If it bites you.
Yeah.
Like when is it good enough?
And
for
they
you,
run at
Ben?
you. Well, they don't run, but they go at you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Snakes
they kind
okay.
of do that weird
But once
like
again,
fast slither
Have you
thing.
I
killed
feel
them?
like I need
Have
to
you
come in
killed any brown
here
snakes?
and tell you that snakes are another creature that do not attack.
nobody's
Bullshit, cunt.
listening to you.
Bullshit.
Nope.
That is
What?
bull. I know for
Nope.
a fact that is bullshit.
The only reason that snakes attack is because they are scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they still
I
go,
gotta
yeah?
destroy Ben the facts on this too, I guess.
Fucking vibrations, bro. You go for a
Okay,
walk along the creek, man.
finding-
You get a little bit
finding
too
an
close to
article.
that cunt, you fucking wake
Okay,
that bitch up.
first
She's in a
off-
fucking bad mood.
Ben,
bang,
hold
you look
on.
like you fucking lick cunt.
First off, finding an
Listen,
article that just
no,
says someone
Ben,
got killed by a
Ben,
snake doesn't tell you the
Ben,
the context
he
of that
just told
situation.
you he lives in the country with these things and they try to attack people.
I used to live near a creek, right? And you go
Yeah.
for a walk along the creek, and you're pretty much guaranteed to fucking see one at some stage, man.
Yeah.
And I've seen them, man. They're fucking gone at me, man. They slither towards you, man, because they get freaked out. Yes, they do get freaked out, but they fucking go at you.
Boom.
They don't get freaked out and run away.
Yeah, probably
Boom.
because it's scared.
Yeah, and their idea of scared is to fucking attack the thing that scares
Yeah. Well,
them.
okay. What do you do when you're scared?
Run
Probably
away,
also-
Ben.
No, probably also attack the thing
If
that
I see
scares
something that's 10 times my size,
My
Ben,
teeth
I
aren't
don't give a fuck
venomous.
if I'm poisonous. I run away.
you.
My
Yeah,
teeth
well,
aren't venomous. I'll bite you, but they're not venomous.
Exactly.
this just in: Lethal likes to bite people.
No, I'll bite. I'm Alf Stewart, bro. You want to talk about the scariest thing in the world? Alf Stewart. There you go.
All right,
Bite
I'm
your
gonna be
fucking
honest.
face, cunt.
I'm gonna be honest. One of the scariest things that in your country,
Alf Stewart.
kangaroos.
Alf Stewart will bite a kangaroo's face off and leave it in the dungeon.
Kangaroos, Ben? Really?
Yes, kangaroos
What?
are genuinely terrifying.
What?
Yeah, those
Yeah,
things
you
they
don't
can
wanna get
slit.
fucked
They
up
can
by 'em.
slit your freaking throat with their.
That is
their
true. I have
fingers.
Lethal
They
did
actually
tell
drown
me.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, and they're extremely strong.
They're kinda
like,
assholes.
No, you don't want to mess around with a kangaroo.
I've
I'll
heard that
take my
kangaroos
chance.
are kind of dicks.
I'll
Yeah,
take my chance with a kangaroo than Alf Stewart any day of the week.
you know what else is horrible and super mean? Koalas.
They just have chlamydia and they're retarded. You see all
Yeah.
these fucking dumb girls, all these foreigners, they're all like, "Oh, they're so cute. Oh, take me to see a koala." You're like,
We did an
if you're looking to
episode.
get chlamydia, you only have to go down the street. You don't have to go to the fucking see a koala.
We did an episode of our podcast where we talked about weird and dumb animals, and they were on the top of the list because they're freaking
They're
stupid.
Yeah.
fucking retarded. Have you seen the koala in the rain? What a fucking dumb fucking thing these things are, man. Let me show you this.
See, it was so funny because I was like, when Australia was burning, right? There was all these videos and like pictures of these koalas barely escaping from the flames, and I was like, you know what? They're stupid. It was their fault that they were there in the first place. So
Ben really likes to go like, "Oh, did you just have a horrible tragedy happen to you? You're probably stupid."
There's two ways to look at what I'm going to show you. You can either look at this as this thing's fucking retarded, or you can admire the levels of not giving a fuck.
Yeah, but we know.
All right, have a look at this. Oops.
Look at that.
Just fucking move. Look how many trees there are, cunt. Fucking retarded shit. Look how drenched it is, mate. It's fucking wet. It's just doubled because of the rain. Have you heard the noises these little fucking cocksuckers make?
Yes.
Like, yeah. I'll show you, man. They're fucking stupid.
Listen, Ben, why are you arguing with the guy that literally lives there?
I didn't argue.
It's like he came. Like if Lethal came to Michigan and just started talking shit about Michigan.
Like we are literally.
Let's go to Nebraska.
Lethal and I are literally on the same page about koalas. We both hate them,
but not about any of the other animals he's mentioned. He's like, sharks are terrifying. They'll eat you. And he's like, well, I don't think so. Brown snakes are terrifying. They'll kill you.
It'd be a good time to remind
if they're scared.
I think it'd be a good time to remind everybody my ultimate goal on my bucket list is to swim with every major type of shark before I die.
Have a look at these fucking idiots. Listen to this. Listen to these fucking little fucking stupid chlamydia-ridden cocksuckers. They're fighting for a tree. Look how many fucking trees there are in the area. And you know what? We'll play a bit more. We'll play a bit more. I've got a lot to say about this. So he just fucking rolled him straight up SJ style. Just fucking rolled him for his tree, right? It's fucking freaking out.
I hate that noise so much.
Oh my gosh. Look at how stupid it is.
Just climb back up the fucking tree, cunt.
Like, it doesn't know what to do.
So there it is, just having a fucking look. How many trees are in the area, right?
There's two trees right next to each other.
You're telling me two koalas can't fit on that tree? If you're so adamant about being on that tree, both you fucking dickheads can fit on that.
Just remember, it's like Titanic with Jack.
Oh, shut the fuck
my!
up. Not you, Ben.
That so.
Oh no, you can tell Ben to do that too.
And you know what else are fucking assholes? Wombats.
Wombats.
They're aggressive little fucking cunts.
You were telling me that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're dickheads. Fuck them.
Really? Have you ever seen a
cunts.
Platypus?
Only at a zoo.
Oh.
They're fascinating
weird,
animals.
man. They're
you guys have a lot of weird animals.
They're a fuck up of a fucking animal.
I don't understand. Like you have like those weird like echidna things and all sorts of.
Echidnas are cool. I like echidnas, man.
You got a bunch of weird stuff.
Echidnas are cool. Interesting.
I think Australia has the most unique wildlife on the
planet.
I would dare to say that.
Yeah, it's pretty unique when you're spreading STDs to each other.
Yeah, well,
look at
crying because you got knocked out of a tree.
Look at this face. You're telling me that's
I hate
cute?
that thing so much.
No,
I want to punch it.
It makes
so
me.
bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. I want to kick it in the throat so badly.
I don't kick animals, but this one would make me come close. Dude, you know what that sound reminds me of? Have you ever watched the video of the tortoise having sex?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes.
No,
you've never seen it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, pull it up. It's the turtle. It's not a tortoise. It's a turtle.
Apparently, wombats have 4 fused plates in their butt.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. They use it for defense, but apparently, like you hit them with like a car or something, they'll jack your car up really bad. Wow. I can see why you don't like wombats. They're also not very cute.
You know what else can get fucked? Blue ring octopuses.
Oh, they're
really?
They're deadly as fuck, man.
Dude, did you see that? Did you see that story about the kid who was like posting? He picked up one in his hand and posted about it on TikTok, and that was like the closest he'd ever come to experiencing death.
Yeah,
because he was so stupid. It's like the amount that these people don't know about these animals before they go to mess with something is just unreal to me.
And fucking box jellyfish, man. You don't want that shit in here. That's fucked.
Why are there so many things that can kill you in your country?
Well, you know how Nebraska has lots of corn?
Yeah.
We get this instead.
You're the balance
Oh
to Nebraska.
Yep.
Australia specifically exists because Nebraska has too
Nebraska.
much corn. Every time another stalk of corn comes up, another
don't know.
venomous animal appears.
I still don't agree. That photo looked like it had a lot less corn than you say. Yes, this video right here. This video is absolutely legendary.
You gonna play the sound?
Is the sound not playing?
No.
Really? Okay, hold on a second here. Let me why is the sound not playing? All right, hold on.
We got some nasty spiders as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've heard
spiders.
that too.
Spiders are one thing I will never mess around with, ever.
That was where he drew the line. Was not
Yeah.
the sharks ripping you in half.
Sharks are cool, man.
Ben,
Yeah.
you know that spiders don't really attack you unless they're scared, right?
Yeah, but you know what I'm not about to mess around with? Spiders. They're too
Ben,
small.
they're
I can't
just
see 'em.
spiders. It's
I
fine.
can't see them.
That's crazy. Have
My
you
grandmother a few
All right,
years ago
all right,
got
all
bitten
right.
by a spider, and there's a fucking hole in her leg to this day, man.
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's
dude.
insane.
Do you guys
All right.
actually okay? Do you live anywhere near where they get like the spider rain?
Spider rain?
Yeah, like
I've
I've
never
heard like
seen
they'll
that,
like
no.
climb up into the trees and like take over
Oh
the trees.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
not near me. I used to, like I said, I used to live near that creek that had like a lot of fucking
Forget that.
Brown
foxes and fucking brown snakes and shit.
That's terrifying, dude.
All right, so this is a mating tortoise.
God damn, how tight must turtle pussy be to get you doing like that?
It's better.
He doesn't even like move, bro. He's just like she's just like chilling there. She's like
He's not having a good time at all.
He is. He's loving
Yeah,
it.
just wait.
Don't listen to her, bro. You're a stud.
That pause just kills me.
wow.
Oh my gosh!
So
So
apparently-
apparently, I first found that for the first time, and we were
Every time I watch that video, it just kills me. It's so freaking good.
Apparently the spider rain happened like over in Wagga Wagga. That doesn't sound like a
Oh,
real
Wagga
place.
Wagga, yeah. No, it's real.
Wagga Wagga.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently like it rained and like spiders and all their like webs blew all over and it looked like it was snow on the ground.
fuck.
Jeez,
Which-
dude.
Aren't you the one that told me that you'd never seen snow before?
I've never seen snow. Well, not like, you know, I've seen
In
pictures
person.
and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Wait, you've
That's
never
very
seen snow in
interesting.
person?
No.
We need to fly Lethal out here in the winter just so he can experience the
So I can-
snow.
No,
Oh,
you'll come there and you'll see it. You'll touch it with your hand and be like,
And
"What
you'll
the
wanna
fuck
go.
is this?" And you'll go home. You'll never come back to America again. You'll be like, "This is bullshit. It's just cold."
Well, I mean, I've talked to people that are even like from the south that have really never really seen snow, like from like Florida and stuff. Like,
That's weird, man.
yeah,
I can't
like,
imagine not seeing snow because I've grown. I literally have spent my entire life with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's crazy.
So, like, from your perspective, Lethal, because we've gotten Disparu, he's constantly judging us for all of our American sensibilities. How do you perceive Americans when you see us, when you talk to us, when you hear about our country? I'd like to hear the difference for you.
In what way?
Well, like, okay, so for us, you guys have unique accents. I particularly love New Zealand and Australian accents. It's a thing for me, especially women, specifically women.
Oh, really?
Yvonne
Kobe? Okay, let's
Strahovski,
topic then.
specifically Yvonne Strahovski, and Margot Robbie's accents. It's a thing. Anyways, but like, I don't know, we're like, I don't know, looking at your country, we're going, wow, there's poisonous stuff everywhere, and like down under and all this stuff. Like, I don't know,
Kangaroos.
kangaroos. What's the perception like America?
Lil
Like, are we
Ray.
unique at all, or is it just like, oh, that's a fucking country?
Oh, no, you're fucking about as basic bitch as it gets, I reckon, to be honest with
Really?
you, man. Yeah, you're
Are
like
we
the
like-
default setting.
Okay, so like Yeah, if you're like at a bar hanging out with people and you're like, oh, the Disparu's like, Great Britain or whatever. We're like the Americans or whatever. We're just like the basic people.
Yeah, you're the default setting. You're the factory reset.
Yep. Sounds about right.
That's what, all three of you agree?
I mean, I can't disagree.
Yeah.
Because we all think we're better than everybody else. Because
yeah.
Hey, it's funny you mentioned the females' accents, right? I want to get your opinion on something here. Tell me if you think if
my kidding on accent always.
Tell me what you think of this accent. So this was an old tourism ad. Keep in mind the girl's a bit of a slut in this, but her name's Laura Bingle.
Thanks for the heads up.
She's got a bit of a record.
Bought you a beer.
Where is she?
We turned on the lights.
Is she married at the end?
So
That's her. That's her.
So where the bloody hell are you?
What do you think of that accent?
I mean, just for that little context, I can't.
So where the bloody hell are you?
It sounds like an Australian accent that I liked.
I'll just.
I one time friended a girl on Xbox Live because she was Australian, and I would just like join her lobby just to hear her talk, and then I would leave. And I'd be like, "Hey, how are you?" And
creepy.
And I'd talk to her. Listen. I don't want to hear.
Just telling how it is, Mike.
No, you're not telling.
I don't know what the fuck this stupid fucking.
It's okay.
Mike. Go ahead, Ben.
I used to be determined that I was going to marry a British girl back in the day.
Oh my gosh,
Josiah knows all about that. I
lost my virginity to a British girl.
Well, that's something.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's kind of jumped in there.
Yep.
So I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but she's yapping on, unfortunately, so we can get a better judge of her accent.
Something else that you say in the show that I find amazing, just in its honesty, I guess, is this.
I'm the world's most lonely person.
Are you?
What did you hear?
Did you not hear
maybe
that?
I can come through your headphones. I'm the world's most lonely.
I fucking hate David Hughes. I'm getting angry just watching this.
I think the noise is around me, and I am very normal in amongst it all.
How do you?
What do you think of her accent, Mike?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like she has a very good accent. Like I don't know. It doesn't sound like she has.
Wow.
I mean, I can hear it, but yeah.
I like the other lady's accent better.
That's not Max Markson though.
Oh wow.
Really? You can't tell much of a difference?
I mean, like the other lady's accent's thicker, and I like the other lady's accent better. I think.
Mike, I know the perfect show that you need to watch.
Oh snap!
You know who Yvonne Strahovski is?
Yeah, she's in.
Not you, Ben Lethal.
Who? Sorry.
Yvonne Strahovski.
That's not a fucking real name, gun.
She played.
Yeah, it is.
She was in Mass Effect 2. She plays Miranda in Mass Effect 2.
She's also in Chuck.
Mike, this is a show that you should watch.
Yes, Mike.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You will.
Dude, how do you know about this?
Oh, I know all about this show.
My wife and daughter love this show. They watch it like all the time. Yeah. So
my cousins watch this show, and I also.
But there's a lot of Australian accents and mermaids and all that.
Dude,
stuff
I can't believe you fucking know this show. Holy shit!
Yeah, I heard about this. That's amazing,
dude. One of my best friend's little sisters, who's basically just grown up around us, man. Like she was like a little girl when I first met her, like a child, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, grown up, and this was like her favorite show, man.
Yeah, my daughter.
I've practically by default seen this whole show without actually watching it.
Wow,
that's pretty great.
I'll have to check it out now.
Like my daughter, she'll be like,
he's spamming the chat. Stop spamming the chat.
One of the things is that like if these mermaids like get any sort of water on them at all, then they like turn into a mermaid. And so my daughter will like go around and she's trying to like avoid water because if she even like drinks water, then she'll turn into like a mermaid. She does that like all the time. So yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty funny.
Wow.
Do they like play on TV there?
It's on Netflix actually here.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
What happens if like somebody sneezes on them? Does that count?
That's what I want because I'm like, well, there's like water in the air, so why does that not count? But like,
or like they drink.
You gotta suspend your disbelief a little
like
bit.
People are literally made out of water. Why does that not count? So, are we like made out of more water than even like a watermelon is, or something like that?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
No, you're made out of warm water than a watermelon is.
Specifically, you.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
just you,
me?
Josiah.
Okay.
Yeah, just you.
I mean, I'm fine with being
60%.
like a water spirit. That'd be kind of cool.
We're about a 60% water.
We are about 60% water.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is a watermelon? Like
A watermelon
90%
is
something like
90% water.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
10% melon.
Yeah.
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 That's why water came first, and it's not called melon
It's not
water.
melon water.
yeah. Right.
Real quick, Ruthie is trying to. Mazza just started attacking Blabs in the chat, and Ruthie's like, "Stop, Mazza. That's rude."
You've been infected, Ruthie. You've been infected.
Yeah.
So, what are like some things that you guys like to eat in Australia?
You ever heard of this thing called food?
No, explain.
Do you
explain
like
that to me?
Do you like
what
Vegemite?
is? I thought you guys ate feed, not food.
Yeah, I thought you had a feed every once in a while.
Would you like me to eat you? This is what you're asking.
No, I'm good.
Sexual really quick. No, it's too late.
I'm at 60% water. Why would you want to?
Yeah, it's more of a drink, isn't it?
Yeah. But have you ever eaten a kangaroo?
I have once, but I was really drunk and I can't remember what it tastes like. And I'm pretty sure we fucked it up cooking it because you're supposed to cook it for like a really long time. And we definitely didn't do that.
Oh no. So can you buy kangaroo meat?
In some shops, yeah.
That's crazy.
Some pubs sell it as well as a
wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are there any other like weird animals that you guys sell for meat, like, or is it just like kangaroos, sort of, like the animals that are like native to Australia? I mean, like,
I'm actually not too sure. I'm more of a fucking cow dude. You know, like,
give me some beef.
That's fair. Yeah.
What about emus? Do you guys eat emu?
I assume it's possible. I've just never had it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
can you imagine your country lost a war to them?
Well, have you seen a castaway? You think the emu?
Oh
I
my
have
god,
seen a
those things are
cassowary.
brutal.
Cassowary are terrifying.
I'd rather fight an emu than a cassowary.
That's one
fuck
another animal that you should just not mess around with.
Yeah, but go swim with sharks though.
Yeah, no problem. I'm more scared of
that is a
cassowary than
problem.
I am with a shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a beef guy.
Yeah.
I like chicken.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's
I
totally
like
fair.
beef.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to like take an Australian chicken and an American chicken and see how they're different. Like,
I guess if you get it from Nebraska or not, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's made of corn if you get it from Nebraska. Like the chickens.
Is there anyone in the chat that can confirm how much corn is in Nebraska? I'd like to know.
You want to know a really funny thing? Nebraska's only the third highest corn producer in America. It's actually Iowa.
I told you.
Then nobody was listening. Okay.
Okay. Well, I
What's
said
number two?
Iowa.
I actually really like seafood. I
don't remember what's number two.
Ohio or
Really?
Indiana or something?
Yeah, I love seafood.
What's your favorite? Like, okay, well, you guys have
Seafood.
what's like your favorite seafood, like go-to seafood?
Oh, I like octopus. Oh
Really?
no, I fucking love lobster, man.
Yeah,
Really?
lobster's good.
Okay.
I like lobster
bro.
a lot.
I really like
Illinois is number
oysters.
2. Oysters, okay.
Yeah.
See, these are all normal foods. We have those here. I'm
Yeah.
just kind of wondering if you were
Have you
going to be
ever-
like,
do you have fish?
Do we have fish? Yes.
We
A
have a
few.
lot of fish.
Yeah.
One or
well,
two.
specifically where we live, there's a lot of fish.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of fish. Yeah,
But we
perch,
have
everything.
freshwater fish.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we can literally go and like, I mean, you shouldn't, but you can drink your lake water and not die of dehydration.
No, you should not do that under any circumstance.
No,
That sounds
but you
awful.
you can drink the lake water here and it'll kill you from other things, but not dehydration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I mean,
it's-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool to see someone who's not from the United States experience the Great Lakes for the first time.
Yeah.
Because they're so big and people just can't wrap their head around a lake being that large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
weird. It's
yeah.
Like they're massive.
Yeah.
Is it what? Does it go like through different states?
yeah.
It connects
they're
to-
surrounded by different states. And
Yeah.
We're surrounded by
Canada, all that
our,
stuff.
Michigan
Our
is
state's
surrounded
the-
by Great Lakes.
Yeah, our state's the only state that touches all 5 Great Lakes. But
Yeah.
like,
Oh no shit! So you can like stand at a point where you're kind of like touching 5 different states.
well, no, because we're like isolated. So like
We can
here,
stand at a port where we touch
and like
5 different
it's
lakes.
like this. The lakes are all like right here.
Yeah.
Around us, but we're like the only state that's like that.
That's cool.
Every other state has like an adjacent. They're adjacent to one of the lakes. We're adjacent to all 5 of them. It's kind of weird.
Yep.
Yeah. But
yeah, but we have like I mean, there's like a lot of states that are kind of surrounding the lakes as well.
Yeah. And Canada, but that's not a real place. So.
And then Canada, but
that doesn't exist. Yeah, Australia exists more than Canada does.
And Nebraska.
Well, Nebraska's made of corn, so it's kind of imaginary, but
like in Minecraft. Is Nebraska just a Minecraft server?
It is. It's just it's the corn Minecraft server. Also, Bro brought up a good point. He asked, why is our state split in 2? Our state is also split into 2. If you keep driving north in our state, you'll hit a giant bridge and then another place that claims that it's also Michigan. There it is.
Oh,
but
shit.
The people that live in the what we call the Upper Peninsula of Michigan don't like us. They don't like anybody in the mitten.
Well, fuck them too.
And they claim that they're part of Wisconsin, but they're not.
Yeah, they're. I mean, it's weird because Michigan has like 2 completely different cultures in like the Upper Peninsula and the Lower Peninsula. It is pretty weird.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is something that I really want to talk about. What is the American version of an Eshay?
Ooh,
because I know in England
the Australian version of that. I don't know what that is.
I know in England they're called lads. Here,
lads.
It's a bro.
Okay.
A bro, basically, oh, you're a bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shit name because I'd consider like a bro to be like just like a dude that's cool. You know what I mean? You know?
Nah. Well, like we use it like in different terms, like oh, what's up, bro, and stuff. But like oh, if you get called a bro, like oh, you're a bro. Like that's not necessarily like a good thing. Getting like called or like a Chad. That's another way to call them as a Chad.
Yeah, we don't really have anything that
like we do, but not like it's not a direct. Sorry, Jonathan. Okay, we're touching 4 of the 5 Great Lakes. Ontario isn't touching us, but it still counts.
Yeah,
it's all connected. But like, I mean, Chads. I'm trying to think of like what our names are. We don't have very good names for things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. We kind of steal from other people too. Like we'll say lads as well. So it's kind of yeah,
it's true. We do. We steal a lot of things.
And we just kind of make it our own, and then
bros.
It all started from the freaking beginning of the country. We stole that too. So I mean, we like to steal things. It's just something we do.
I mean, we didn't really steal. We just conquered.
Well, we did. We were like,
what happened to my type in American Eshay?
I mean, they should have just got good, you know.
What is American? What's that now?
I'm just going on YouTube and typing in American Eshay.
American Eshay. That's.
I don't think that's going to bring anything.
Ricky Ray, thank you for the $2 super chat. Bring back Mag. Bring back Mag.
Okay, here's a good one. Okay, I'm going to say this term, but hear me real quick because I'm going to with a W, a wigger. That's the term that we used to use for him.
Isn't that just a fucking white dude that's half retarded?
Well, it's a white dude that like tries to be like, I don't know, they try to be like cool and like gangster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that was one I looked up that was like pretty close to the
Mike,
thing.
do you know what Ricky Ray is talking about here?
What did he say?
Bring back Mag.
I don't know what he's talking about. Ricky Ray, if you could drop in the chat what you meant by that. You don't have to send another super chat.
Thanks for the super chat, by the way.
Chavs. I'm seeing Chavs here for England. I'm doing a bit of research.
Chavs, for England, but there's not like an equivalent here. We're kind of bad with names.
Icanalist, thank you for the $5 super chat. Australia is not real. Where people believe it to be is just one giant water park.
Wait, do you know I've never lost on water park?
I've heard that you've never lost. It's kind of.
I tried to once,
but you couldn't.
Yeah.
Wait, lost in a water park?
What? Or at water park.
What is water park?
It's the only good Mario track.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So what I'm looking up, Lethal, the closest term we have to an Eshay is a bro. They're like, they brand worship. They follow like the same. They wear like Abercrombie all the time, and they're always like hanging out with each other, like dudes and stuff. And they're kind of like, you could accuse them of being gay together because like they're always like all around each other.
Sounds pretty cringe, but
it is very cringe.
It doesn't sound as funny as Eshe though.
No,
it does not.
It doesn't have the flair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I can't picture them being like, bro, instead of going Eshe, bro. You know, it just doesn't sound as good.
Well, you do both, right? Like you just did both. You're like Eshe, bro. And
yeah, they just don't sound the same, eh? Like, the Eshe is way better.
Yeah. Yo, what up, my guy?
Wow. Yeah, that's a bit weak.
We don't have cool greetings here.
We don't.
We do, but
they suck.
Yeah. Some of them are not allowed to use on YouTube or anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. E-Hacker, thank you for the 250 yen. Appreciate that. I was the 501st sub here, so I'm cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Thank you. E-Hacker's been around for a long time. He's awesome. He does a lot of great stuff over there on his channel as well, where he
legendary.
Does a lot of reporting on everything with like Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. He was covering all of that, so he does a lot of good stuff. So,
I think while we're all here, we can do some scientific research here. What is the key? This is a question that I think we can all find the answer to because I don't know what it is at the moment. Mm-hmm. What is the key difference or differences between a redneck and a bogan?
And a what?
A bogan. That's ours version.
Oh,
that's a good question. We got to look that up. Actually,
are there any differences?
Well, I don't really know much about bogans.
I'm looking it up right now.
What's the key? What is the go-to redneck drug? Meth.
Meth.
Yeah.
Okay. Bogans is more marijuana, but they definitely dabble in.
Well,
meth.
Weed is another one too, but meth is like
marijuana is probably more commonly known, but I would say that there is a lot of meth too.
What about heroin?
Yeah. Maybe
not. I wouldn't say so much with rednecks, probably.
No,
but
heroin.
It's
I feel is more
meth.
of a rich person drug.
Yeah, meth, moonshine. That's another one. Like you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. See, we don't do that. We have a thing called goon, and I can't even look at goon without feeling sick anymore. That's what we all drank as fucking early teens. It's cask wine. It's cheap as fuck. It's disgusting, man. Absolutely fucking vile, man. You go to Bonlo and they sell it to you, man, for like when I was a kid, you could get a sack of goon. We called it a sack of goon because it was literally in a cask, in a sack as well, and it was like $10. So like you'd go to your friend's house, like your friend would like go and talk to his mom to distract her while your job was to go into her purse and like take $10 worth of change so she didn't notice. And then you and your friend would go to the bolo and buy a sack of wine and be fucking blitzed because you're 13 years old and you're drinking fucking wine from a sack.
That's amazing.
Gone on a fucking adventure doing God knows what. So I'm kind of blessed, man, to be honest with you, because back then it was $10. Every now and then, when I'm at the bottle, I'll go have a look. And I saw it was like, bro, like fucking $14, man. I'm like, how the fuck's a teenager going to get $14 for a sack of wine when it was hard enough to get fucking $10 for the fucking sack, man? It's fucking bullshit, man. I feel bad for kids these days, bro. They're fucked.
It's
cheaper to do fucking meth.
Kids always try to find sus things to do. Like we had this thing here where we live, and I don't know, maybe this was like kind of a thing that was all over the country, but I know here kids start to do this thing for a while in schools where they would like snort like Smarties, like they like grind Smarties into like dust and then they like snort it, like So then like Smarties were like banned in schools because
which is really weird to me because the thing was we did pixie sticks because they were already crushed. You already had them in a little stick. You're like losers. You're like,
do it.
Oh, that's
it doesn't actually do anything to you, but
no, not at all. But it hurts and it stings, and you're like, oh, it must have done that.
Yeah, but it hurts.
It's
just like the freaking Tide Pod thing.
Oh, look, here's my thing with that. I think we got to bring it back. In all honesty. I think the Tide Pod challenge needs to come back with a fucking vengeance.
Hashtag tasty Tide Pod.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, not that many people actually ate Tide Pods. It like happened. There was like 2 reports of it in the whole country.
Well, those 2 fucking deserved it, man. That's what if you're fucking dumb enough to eat Tide Pods, you kind of deserve it.
Wow, Blab says she hasn't snorted a pixie stick in like 10 years.
Yeah, she's a recovering.
Good job. Good job.
No, she said she hasn't had a pixie stick.
She probably moved on to Coke instead.
Yeah. She put down the stick and picked up the needle.
So something that's like really that even I kind of enjoy a little bit is like sniffing like a permanent marker. Does anybody else like get Like, anyone else enjoy that?
I mean, because it makes you high.
No, I mean, it kind of just has a nice.
Josiah's like, no, I'm not high.
Little tingle.
Is it like is it like nail polish? The nail polish type of thing?
I love nail polish, dude. Nail polish.
Weirdo. So
like,
in other words, all I'm
stuff.
hearing is Josiah likes to get high with things that are not
like
drugs.
hand sanitizer too. Like rub some hand sanitizer on. That's like
okay. Well, I guess that's different because like I mean, or like putting it in like a bag and he's just like, oh, it smells so good.
I've never like put it. Yeah, I mean, I just like open it up and just sniff it, you know. But
have you ever been in a room filled with spray paint? It's
actually really funny because we used some of that today, and there's a lot of that smell going on. It's kind of crazy.
I was trying so hard not to breathe in. I was like, this is awful. I hated it.
I stepped outside and just like it hit me like a truck. It's like,
because of the air.
Gosh.
Oh yeah.
I was like, why is that smell? And then I was like, oh yeah.
Someone in the chat had said this too. I don't remember who it was, but the smell of gasoline is one that I really like.
Dude,
okay. Gasoline. There's a fucking. I probably
that
shouldn't touch on that one. Everyone that's from Australia in the chat knows what I'm thinking. I probably shouldn't say it, but it's fucking true. We all know it's true.
Oh
damn.
Oh,
see, moving on.
I used to like the smell of gas. I don't anymore. I really like the smell of bleach though.
Really? That's
but like not like right up in my nose, but like if somebody's like washed with bleach or whatever or used it on something, like the smell of it is actually really pretty pleasing. So
what's your stance?
I mean, that makes like you mean like clean like laundry?
Well, like I mean, yeah, like if somebody's using bleach in the laundry, like for the whites or whatever, it smells good. Or like if I've used it like mixing it with water to like clean something with it, it smells good to me.
Yeah.
Ben, you're muted.
Ben just like tried to talk and nothing.
Yeah, he was doing like hand symbols and everything. Fuck you, Mike, you dog.
Yep.
So, what do you like to sniff, Lethal?
He's like, do you want to get demonetized?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like the smell of.
Uh-huh.
Okay, do you want a real answer or a joke answer?
Ass. That's what Samurai Vaders. We should go for the real answer because we want this is an exclusive,
So I like to cook.
Uh-huh.
I love the smell of cooking meat, man.
Wait, do you really like to cook?
I am.
Really?
Yep.
Nice. I respect that. I like to cook a lot too.
Blab stays well fed. Yeah. With the goat.
That's the Blab's well fed. Exactly. That's the smell. Yep. Thank you, Blabs. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
Yep.
Yeah. No. That's awesome. What are some things that you like to cook?
Oh, what did I cook last night? I had a nice porterhouse steak, man. I put a bit of oil in there. Put a little bit of seasoning in the oil as well. Chuck the steak on. Got a little bit, just a little bit. I got like a bowl of Gentleman Jack. I filled up the capsule, got the lid, and just poured it in there as well, man. Cooked it in that. Fucking beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
You're speaking my language. I love it.
Yeah, normally I'd throw in like some potatoes and some veggies, but I wasn't overly hungry. But fuck, it hit the spot, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need the meat. That's all you need.
That sounds really fucking good right now, damn.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Just some delicious meat.
That's awesome.
Meat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I freaking love food. It's food.
I love the smell of Ben when he's not expecting what's about to happen.
Yeah. When he doesn't know.
But I prefer the smell of Ben when he knows what's about to happen.
I kind of let's take it for the $5 super chat. Most dangerous Australian animal is the emu. Australian army lost a war against them.
This is true.
We do like to remind you guys of that a lot.
Generals, the Cassowary generals.
Yeah.
Josiah and
But didn't you guys also like wipe out the dodos?
Yeah, they did.
Oh fuck them! They're shit.
Dodos are cool.
There's still hatred in there's like ancestral hatred in their blood for them. I'm like, oh, fucking dodo.
I think it's a fuck about a dodo, man.
Dodos are awesome. Little weird chicken things, They're
freaking great.
Yeah.
They're just stupid. Just all around.
Mike, why do you keep stroking your mic?
Mike stroking.
Ben,
Mike.
why are you so obsessed with me stroking
Mike,
my
why
mic?
are you stroking yourself?
Why are you so obsessed with me stroking my mic, Ben? You had to interrupt a very good conversation.
Literally the first time I've said anything.
So what were you? You were about to say something, Ben. You were like Josiah and I, and then
we have cooked for a few people from Geeks and Gamers actually.
Yeah, that's true. We did,
and that was a freaking blast because we both love to cook. Yeah, and that was something we did in May, I think, when we were in Orlando. We made a huge like steak dinner.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Best thing we ate that entire time we were there.
Literally the best thing we ate the entire time we were there.
Yeah.
I made some asparagus. It was chef's kiss.
Yeah.
So good.
Wow.
So I don't even know if we actually ever had dodos here, but even if we didn't, they can still suck a fucking dick.
There you go. Yeah.
Rude.
Well, I mean, it sucks to be the dodo.
Yeah, just like your giant sloth, Ben.
I was going to say, just like the Megatherium. It's like dodos, Megatherium, but basically the same thing. Ben is obsessed with this giant sloth, and literally it died out years ago because like people were hunting it and it couldn't defend itself, and also they fell in like tar pits and shit.
Yeah, they had this habit of falling to like tar pits and dying. So
yeah.
What, you mean they just fall off a tree?
Well, no, they were actually they'd walk on like land. Like they weren't actually
climb trees.
They were huge.
They were
like
massive.
Huge. So they would just like walk along and fall into like a tar pit and then just die.
You just die.
Yeah.
And it happened to enough of them that they just disappeared. They're not even around anymore.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
Yeah.
They died out like 10,000 years ago.
They just couldn't even.
Yeah. Ruthie said she needed a break after that conversation. Did she go sniff a marker? She was like, "Whew, this is bringing up some." Oh, that's nice. Come back to time to mod the chat.
I need my.
Thank you, Ruthie. We appreciate you.
She needed her fixing.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see this here.
Have I ever made you steak, Josiah? Did I make you my steak?
No, you keep talking about it, but I don't believe it actually exists.
I don't think there is a fucking steak.
Yeah, look how big that thing is.
Yeah, that's the size of like a giant sloth.
But it got hunted by people because it was so stupid.
People murked this thing. Like
I can see why. I mean, that's a meal for the whole.
Yeah, and think people just had like spears and stuff, and they would like absolutely just gronk on these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, exactly. And then they were also so stupid they'd just fall into a mud pit and die. So
they're like, "Oh, what is this? Oh no, it's sticky. Time to die." I guess.
Guess I'll just die.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's really funny. Yeah, I'll make you a steak one day, Josiah. I will.
I don't know if I.
We made you my homemade pizza. We finally did that, and that was really good.
And that took like 5 years to make. But listen, it finally happened. So
it did finally happen.
Maybe like in another 10 years or so, you'll make me, one of your steaks. So
yeah, maybe
Mike. The next time we get together and make a steak dinner, you can join and make a steak dinner with us.
Or how about Mike and Ben get together and you guys make me dinner?
No,
forget that.
No, I'll throw all the grease and everything right at Ben. Hot grease.
I don't want to.
You guys cooked together once before. That was hilarious.
Yeah, we cooked together one time. And
well, to be fair, you guys were handcuffed that time together. So
that was so much fun.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Straight up not a good time. I almost ripped Ben's arm out of the socket.
Ben was having a good time.
It was a good time.
I'm like, I'm about to rip your arm out of the socket, and Ben was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah."
By any chance, Ben, are you into what do they call it? Autoerotic.
Yes.
Do you like to be choked?
No.
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah, he is.
Are you sure, Ben?
Yeah.
Definitely into it.
Oh, you're about to hate what's going to happen next then. Hey, Mike, I got a question for you.
Oh, no.
Oh, actually,
nobody's making you anything.
I'll make you dinner, Blabs.
No, I want to hear it. I'm good.
No, I actually forgot what the question was. It'll come to me later.
That's okay. That's fine. All right.
But fine. Yeah, I love cooking for people. So, anytime anybody wants me to cook for them, I'll do it. Yeah. And I'll make you a fabulous meal.
Oh, snap. Ruth just said she'll make us tacos.
Oh my gosh. I've seen pictures of Ruthie's tacos before and they look amazing. Oh my
you
gosh.
You gotta watch what you just gotta.
What's that?
I've seen the tacos that Ruthie has made before. You were like, I've seen a picture of Ruthie's tacos.
Oh, I remember it. All right.
Well, the plural helps with that a little
Josiah's
bit.
tired, okay?
If I said taco, then yeah, it'd be a little sus, but
so Mike, I have a question. This is from my friend Raging Rona. He didn't ask me to say this, but he was the guy that I heard originally ask the question, okay? So full props to him. All right, if you were out camping, right, with a bunch of dudes, say these three boys, Okay.
Yeah.
And you woke up in the morning and your ass was hurting. Would you tell anyone about it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mike would absolutely be the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you, Ben? Would you tell
Yeah,
people?
I'm a chronic overshare. I probably would do that. Yes.
Ben tells you
Right.
every ailment that he has.
Yeah.
No,
Would
I
you
wouldn't
just-
because
You wouldn't.
no, because like if I literally like, every little thing that happens to me, I don't really tell anybody. Like
I
So
would
hold on, so let
scream
me
it
double
from the
check.
mountaintops.
Mike, you would tell people that your ass hurts.
Yep.
Yep.
Ben, you wouldn't tell people your ass hurts.
No, I would.
Oh, sorry, you would. You would. Josiah, you wouldn't.
my arm would probably be broken, and I probably wouldn't tell anyone.
But if
I
you were
would
out
tell-
camping and your ass hurt, you wouldn't tell people.
Right.
Well,
Would you
okay,
like
here's
to go
two
camping
things.
this weekend?
Not in Australia, but sure.
I won't tell anyone. Listen, first of all, I wouldn't be camping ever. I wouldn't be caught dead camping because I hate camping.
No, camping's so much
Oh
fun.
my gosh, it's
But
great.
two-
You get to be out in nature.
Yes.
You know, just
I would just share it because I'd be like,
You and
one
the
of these
elements.
mother effers in this tent did something to my ass, and everybody's gonna know about it. Everyone will know. So
I'm still just kind of stuck on the fact that you hate camping.
I
Like,
just don't like it.
Dude, camping is literally one of the most peaceful
go-
experiences in
let's
the
do
go
world.
sleep
Australians
outside.
camp?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like with all of the murder beasties around and all that.
Oh, fuck yeah. There's many beautiful spots to go at camping.
Yeah.
Huh.
So many. It's gorgeous.
See, I was told
Especially if you have Ben and some chloroform.
that's why he goes camping. No, I don't know. I just don't like, lay outside, lay on the hard old ground,
But you get to be kind of like one with nature a little bit,
I can
You don't have to lay on the cold hard ground. You could literally get a super nice sleeping pad or
Then
like a
why
nice
would I
cot
do
and
it then when I
sleeping
can
bag.
just sleep in a bed?
Because you could be sleeping out amongst like the nature.
Stars.
Yeah.
I can literally open my window and get the same
Dude, there is
experience.
nothing better though than sleeping in a hammock underneath a starlit sky.
There absolutely is because you get bit up
No.
by mosquitoes and stuff. Then
No, it's
yeah,
magical.
How do you
No,
not get bit up by mosquitoes, Ben?
Bug spray.
You sleep when it's so cold out that even the mosquitoes aren't
Yeah.
out.
You sleep when it's so cold out that the mosquitoes are like, no, thank you, I'm out.
See, I had a friend one time that went camping, and they used to do like the outdoor hammocking things. And literally one night, they straight up had an actual cougar show up, and it was like patting at
Awesome. I
them.
lost my virginity to... Oh, wait, hold on.
They were
Wait, what do
they
you
were
mean?
under. It was underneath them, and it was like patting at them, trying to like get them. Oh, that's.
I would
fair.
just bury you alive.
Yeah. Ruthie's brutal like that. She'd
She'd take you out there, make you dig your own grave, and go, right, lie in, motherfucker.
lie in. Time to.
It's been a long time since I've camped. It'd be
I
fun.
wouldn't get any
Dude, same.
tacos.
I need to go out again.
Let's
for
go
sure.
camping.
Why?
man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go outside to the.
Let's go touch some
outside.
grass.
Let's go
Yeah,
out. I can
touch
touch
some
grass.
grass.
I can literally walk outside my door and go step in my yard. I'm touching
Mike,
grass.
let's be
But
Congratulations.
it's
honest
not
though,
the
you don't.
same.
You don't
know what
want
I
to
It's
mean?
very much
grass.
the same.
It's not the same as like going out into the middle of nowhere and touching grass.
Yeah, why would you want to go? You go out in the middle of nowhere and then like you die.
Mike,
Yeah.
it is so nice going to the middle of nowhere and touching
No,
grass.
it's not. I've been camping. It's not like I haven't been camping
Mm.
before. It's never been a good experience.
Go up to like the UP and camp.
Like, because the thing is, too, if you could just like sleep until you felt like getting up, but no, you always go camping with people, and everybody wants to get up early in the fucking morning. Oh, let's get up really early. Hey, you want to go fishing? No, I don't want to fucking go fishing. I don't even
fishing
wanna
But
be
is
isn't that
here.
great when
Fishing
when it's
is great,
super early in the
too.
morning and you wake up
No.
and there's like breakfast cooking on the
No,
campfire?
I want to be
and-
left the
Yes,
hell
oh.
alone.
Oh my gosh, like the coffee's brewing.
It's even
and-
better if
oh.
you've
Drink
never,
coffee.
which Mike, if you've never camped amidst mountains before, it's another experience. Like cooking fresh hot breakfast over a campfire,
I've done that before, Ben.
Eggs,
Like
I've done it all.
bacon,
coffee.
and-
I've camped many
Oh
times, and it's
my.
never
So
a good
good.
experience.
Mike, it's a beautiful experience and you're missing out on it.
No, I'm not. I just told you I've done it. This isn't a new experience.
Mike,
It's
I
just
just
not a
need
good
you
experience.
to relax and enjoy the ride.
I don't want to enjoy anything. And now I know that you guys will try to do something to my ass when I'm sleeping in my tent.
Yeah, you're
Not
gonna
work.
enjoy that ride.
So,
I've
been camping.
I won't touch you, but yeah.
That's fair.
Mike, I won't even go
Listen, for
near
my-
you while you're
For
sleeping.
my what was it? My 8th or 9th anniversary, I went camping. We went out and found a nice spot to camp, and we made dinner.
That's great.
Breakfast, everything.
Yeah,
yeah. And then I was like, man, I'm glad that we celebrated our anniversary, but sure as hell don't want to be out here anymore.
Huh? That's weird. See, what I want to do is I want to go camping like on a boat out on like the water.
It's not camping, it's boating.
But like sleeping out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
same.
Sleeping out.
I'd rather sleep on a boat than I would on a
fuck that.
camping.
I'll take the camp.
And that's fair. Well, see, the thing is, Lethal, we don't have anything dangerous in our lakes.
Yeah.
Well, we do, but whatever it is a mythical creature, and if you see it, you probably die anyways. But other than the mythical creature in the lake, it's just a lake.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
You could drink the water if you wanted.
It's like a giant like sea, but there's no salt. There's nothing that can murder you in there.
No sharks. Nothing.
Yeah. No sharks to kill you and eat you.
Yeah.
Do all that stuff. Those shark things.
The ocean floor should be nuked.
I actually kind of respect that opinion. I actually legitimately respect that opinion. Yeah.
I love boats. Like one of the things that I wanted to do even at a very young age, like I remember when I was like 12 and I was talking to my dad about this. I was like, one of the things I want to do is like get a boat and go around like the entire like east coast of the United States, all the way around Florida, all the way down to like South America.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, when you're 18, if you want to, go for it.
Yep.
How do you feel about flying? Do you like being in planes?
I love flying.
I love flying. Yeah.
I love flying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it. I like it, I guess, for the experience, except I'm stuck with a bunch of human beings. If I could fly by myself, I'd do it all the fucking time. It'd be great. But the fact that you're like some dude's next to you and he's like, I don't know, wanking his shit, and then the lady across the aisle from you has like some stupid stuff.
What do you mean by wanking his shit? Like, what?
I don't know. You know, like you don't know what people are doing. They always have their fucking blankets and their pillows. They have like their stupid neck pillows, and there's always some fucking kid right across the aisle from you who's crying and shit because his mom won't let him play on his tablet, or because he just ran out of bologna. And it's like just like the part of it I don't like are the people. But flying itself is cool. I loved looking out the window.
I mean, that's what I don't like about everything.
Takeoff and landing. Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah. Flying's great. I love it.
Do you clap when the plane lands, Mike?
No.
Hell in the fucking
cringiest, absolute, just white person thing to do.
Real quick, I gotta find this.
Same with clapping at the end of the movie. Like I remember, I can't remember what I was saying. But I saw all these people get up and clap at the end of the movie. I'm like, mate, it's not a fucking live performance, you dumb fucks. They can't actually see you, you fucking idiots.
It's true. Yeah, I've been to a lot of movies where they've done that before. And
I gotta read this to you guys real quick. I thought this was pretty funny. Picture this: you're 31, you just married your soulmate, and you're on your way to the beautiful honeymoon. The plane lands in Bora Bora. As it touches the ground, your wife begins to clap. She's an airplane clapper. You get on the plane right back to America. You never speak to her again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like one of my. I love that fucking movie.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know,
airplane clapping is.
What's worse, airplane clapping or people that clap at the end of movies?
I think
airplane. Yeah,
absolutely.
I've clapped at the end of movies before.
Yeah,
at least with a movie, you're still kind of getting like the emotional.
It's still a show.
It's like
it's you clap for shows, like you clap for good entertainment. I think, but like an airplane flight is not good entertainment.
It's more like, yay, we made it. Even though
I think
like
both
airplanes are even safer than cars. Like you don't like clap in your cars every time you go somewhere.
Well,
so
I mean,
and airplanes are even safer than cars. So why would you? Why would you
right.
clap in a plane but not in a car?
If you clap at a movie or a plane, you're a fuckwit.
Do you just hate clapping?
I don't know if it's clapping. I mean, if you're at like a live play and the show is good, by all means, clap. But if it's a fucking image on your fucking screen on the TV, you can go fuck yourself.
But what if the people are clapping with each other? Like, oh, we all had a good experience. Let's clap together.
That's a group of fucking idiots then.
Did you know, Lethal, that after you clap the first time, you're always continuously clapping? It's just longer between each clap.
Yeah. It's like how statistically everything in your life is technically temporary.
Yep.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah.
Real fucking deep.
But one thing that's eternal If you clap in a movie, you're a fucking idiot. That transcends life.
I've clapped in movies before, though.
People that wear masks.
You shouldn't have told me that, Mike. Or you should
You
have told
ever-
me that before.
You ever see like those people?
It's my
You ever
favorite.
see those people that just like driving around and they're like masked to the gills?
Yep.
They're all by themselves in the car.
Yeah.
They've literally come out and said that scientifically is not safe when you're in a car.
They got like
just,
they have like goggles on too, and like I literally saw a woman once who was masked. Then she had like the plastic like face shield over her face, but she had a mask under that, and she had like these big rubber gloves on that were like up to here on her, and she was like driving her car all hunched over, freaked out. You know, it's hilarious. I was like, what are you doing?
I haven't seen anything like that, but I've seen like some people that like drive their car with their mask on, and I'm like, you fucking, it's 40 degrees Celsius in the shade, you dickhead. That thing's gonna stick to your face.
Yeah,
and that's gonna melt there.
The thing is, like, I'm totally cool with that because these people you shouldn't be able to see their fucking mouth full stop. So I'm totally cool with it sticking to them.
I mean,
if you wear it,
Craig kind of has a good point here. What if you're doing a car video? Like you literally clap when you do a car video. That's a good point.
Yeah.
You might end up on retards
car video.
Then.
That's true. Wow.
That's a good point.
I'll never clap at a movie again.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool to clap at the end of a emotional, movie that's impactful. That
like I clap every time.
I get to the end of the movie and I go, "Oh, that was awesome! I can't wait to see it again."
I clap every time Lord of the Rings finishes.
Yes,
that movie deserves a clap.
It deserves.
It's a great movie. All three.
That movie deserves a standing ovation every time you watch it.
Yes.
If the cast
throw
and
the
director
roses
and all
at
that are there,
it doesn't matter. I just want them to know that far away somewhere I'm applauding their work.
They don't fucking know that. They're not there.
It doesn't even matter in spirit.
Oh shit.
No, I absolutely have clapped in movies before. Never clapped with a flight. It was so funny because the first time I ever flew, I was flying to Ecuador and the plane. No, that's in South America. The plane landed and every single person on that plane clapped, and I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, is this customary for flying? I was like, because it was the first time I've ever flown and I had no idea what was going on.
That's really funny. So the next time that you got on a plane, did you clap when he got off?
I did because I was like I was like, this must be what we do.
And then no one else probably clapped on it. They all looked at you like an idiot.
No, they did clap, but then I found out that clapping was kind of cringy, and I was like, maybe I won't do that ever again. And so I never did it again.
Oh boy!
You know what would be a good time to clap on a plane is if it was like in the movie with Denzel Washington, where like he has to like invert the plane and like fly it upside down. And then he flipped it back over and then landed you after like a catastrophic failure. And then you clap because you're alive.
Wasn't he off his face on cocaine in that movie?
Yeah, he was. He did it drunk and on cocaine. It was impressive.
Now, does that make it more impressive? The fact that he was able to correct his mistake?
I think so. Well, no, because he did it on purpose. That was the part. He was like, "Oh, the plane's about to crash. We got to figure something out." And he did it. And they were like, "Wow, you were on cocaine and drunk when you did that?" And they're like, "You never do that. You're not allowed to fly the plane." And I'm like, "He flew the plane and saved everybody because he was high on cocaine and drunk."
So you want to borrow the story of his kids? Say yes to drugs.
Yeah, if you do drugs, you can fly planes better. Apparently,
Sully was a really good example of a good plane movie comparatively.
Sully was good.
The Flight. Sully was really good.
It wasn't. I mean, I don't know if I'd really call that a.
Did you just say you didn't like
movie,
Flight?
Though?
No,
I guess it kind of. It was kind of like a. I don't know. It was kind of more about like the.
I mean, it was the rescue on the Hudson River. I mean, it was. Yeah. It still involved a plane and plane crashing somewhere it shouldn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I hate it when planes do that.
I hate it.
Airplane is the best plane movie though.
Airplane.
Hands down. Airplane. Hands down.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
Serious. Don't call me Charlie.
I like planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one
too. Yeah.
I'm not really into plane movies.
Do you like Mad Mad World?
No.
Well, snakes on a
plane.
Plane.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I was just thinking
really.
of something. You know the worst thing that's ever
Air
come
Force
out of
One.
Australia?
it was all right.
Mozza.
Well, besides Mazda, the worst thing that ever has come out of Australia, Mad Max Fury Road.
See, that's more of a Hollywood movie, and that's why I fucking despise that piece of shit.
Mad Max Fury Road is an absolute awful movie.
Disaster.
It's terrible.
It has the weakest main character I think I've ever seen in a movie.
Horrible story.
Man, dude, all they had to
horrible
do
character
movie,
development.
The screenplay was
horrible.
Awful.
Like
everything about it was dog shit, man. Or, you know what they should have done in that movie? Cast Michelle Rodriguez as the character and let's call it Mad Michelle. Because that is, dude, I've said it before and I'll say it again, and this pisses off a lot of people. Fury Road does more damage to Mad Max than Last Jedi did to Star Wars.
Ooh.
It absolutely. There's no coming back from what they did with Fury Road.
Mike's silent about this.
They
dog shit.
They totally cucked Mad Max in that film.
They destroyed the whole fucking premise of Mad Max is it's post-apocalyptic, right?
Right. Yep.
There's no fucking petrol. We see the cunt using fucking rags to soak up little bits of petrol.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's no supplies, nothing. Fucking cunts are running around with fucking cricket pads to protect themselves and shit, mate. There's
Mad
nothing
Max is such a bitch in that film that he was on the front of a car pretty much the entire film.
Yeah, chained up and all that type of shit.
I don't know.
I mean, there's supposed to be like no supplies, nothing left in the world, except the chick has a fucking Darth Vader arm that works. How the fuck? What? The whole thing is that everything about that movie from start to end is terrible. The movie ends the way it should start. The start of the movie is him totaling the car, crashing it, destroyed, man. Like, dude, that's how a Mad Max movie ends, with him fucking up the car and then walking off in the fucking wasteland. That's how it ends, not how it starts. Him having a blood bag attached to him and him sitting there. Like, dude, in Mad Max 2, he is handcuffed while fucking Humongous is going on his rant. Just walk away. I'll give you safe passage through the wasteland. We know that's bullshit. I'm going to rape you, kill you, and rape you again. But just walk away. All I want is the petrol. While that whole speech is going on, Max picks the lock because he used to be a cop. He picks the lock and he blows the whistle. You want to get out of here? You talk to me. In Mad Max Fury Road, he can't even take a fucking mask off his helmet. He's scratching at it like a fucking retard. Like, argh! He's fucking retarded. It's a completely different character. He doesn't know how to drive. It's all dog shit from start to fucking end.
Yes.
Max has, like, someone told me, it might have been Mike, is that you can have a good character with like very little dialogue, and that's true, but they did not do it correctly in Mad Max Fury Road.
The silent protagonist is a like literary and movie trope, and it's a good one if you do it right.
Wasn't done right in Mad Max Fury Road.
It was not done right. He was a cuck in that movie. That whole movie, Josiah, how extreme can I go on your channel? Because I have a lot of opinions about this fucking movie. Dude, that whole fucking movie. A little
bit, but yeah.
Let's go to PG-13.
Yeah.
With the words, not with the feelings.
There you go.
So there's a part of that movie where, you know, during like Mardi Gras, where there's the certain females on bikes.
Yeah.
That's in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're they're better than Max in that whole fucking
movie.
If
they made it like a weird like spin-off film that was focused on them, it would have been a better movie.
Do you know what that movie should be called? There and Back Again. Because half the movie they get to where they're going and fucking turn around. There's supposed to be no petrol in this world, and there's fucking fire flames coming out of monster trucks.
Ugh.
In Mad Max 2, he has to turn off his supercharger.
Water.
Yeah, water. It's all fucking terrible, man. It's the worst fucking movie I've ever seen. I hate that.
Yeah,
movie,
I hate that movie so much.
And what's the name of the cunt that plays Thor again? Chris Hemsworth. Fuck you, Chris Hemsworth, you sellout piece of shit. I fucking saw what you said about the upcoming Mad Max spin-off movie, the Furiosa. Like, what the fuck is Furiosa getting a fucking spin-off? How does Furiosa get a spin-off?
Wait, they're making a spin-off movie about Furiosa?
About Furiosa. And Chris Hemsworth is playing Furiosa's butler. Why is there a butler? Again, the whole world
so Chris Hemsworth is basically just signing up to be another bitch boy again.
Exactly. And on the fucking interview, he said that he loves Mad Max. It's one of his favorite franchises of all time. You lying piece of shit cocksucker. If it was one of your favorite franchises of all time, you wouldn't agree to do it.
Hey, Chris Hemsworth I think he really likes to be cucked a little bit. He was in Ghostbusters. He was a complete bitch boy in that. He was in Men in Black International. He was totally just a little bitch in that. He's probably going to be a little bitch in the Thor: Love and Thunder.
Probably.
Film.
What do you mean? Probably.
Okay. Yeah. He absolutely, totally. And then Furiosa. Oh, dude. Oh man, it's crazy. Wow.
This is your fault, man.
Yeah.
You fucking did this.
I did this. I created.
This is your fucking fault.
Created a disaster.
Fury Road is like that.
I don't even have to say anything.
Stage, and I'll tell you how bad that movie is, man.
Right. I remember when the Oscars were happening and all that stuff, and Ben and I were kind of like on track watching all the different films that were going to be like the Best Picture nominees and all that. And we got to like Mad Max Fury Road, and we were both like, "Wait, how did this movie get on the docket?" And we were both just like, the entire award ceremony, we were like, "Please, not another award to Fury Road. Are you kidding me?" It was ridiculous.
Mad Max 1 and 2, perfect. Fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Mad Max 1, he actually doesn't talk a whole lot in Mad Max 1. And he's not really the main character. Like, the movie portrays Goose as the main character right up to the point where Max fucking goes mad and flips out. Mad Max 2, as good as sequels could possibly be. Mad Max 3, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty forgettable. But Mad Max 4, off a fucking cliff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, my personal favorite is the first one. I love the first one. Second one is amazing. But, fuck Fury Road.
Mike, what do you think about Fury Road?
Yeah, Mike, what do you think about Fury Road?
You guys have done enough talking about it. Nope, we can move on. We don't want to get into this.
What do we think about?
We don't want to roll into this one. I'll lofty pixel this shit. I'll go toe to toe with all three of you. I'll take all three at the same time. You dogs.
I'm just gonna leave with one final thought.
You're leaving?
No, I'm not leaving. I'm saying I'm gonna leave this.
No, you should. No, you fucked up. You should leave.
Is that
just turn your camera
in
off,
terms
then.
of protagonists that don't have a lot of dialogue? Kay from Blade Runner 2049 was a 10 million times more compelling character than Mad Max was in Fury Road.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
Facts.
What about the quality of villains, man? We went from Toe Cutter, who was fucking does that thing that's just amazing and still freaks me out to this day, man. Because I cut your face off where he does that. Then you had the great Lord Humongous, ruler of the wasteland.
Yeah.
And then you went to Tina Turner, who is already a bit boring. But then you go from that to Immortal Joe, which it just doesn't make sense within the universe. It completely fucks the whole continuity that Immortal Joe could even be alive. He's got like a fucking Darth Vader respirator system keeping him alive. Like, motherfucker, there's fucking nothing to sustain that in the world. All the supplies are gone.
It's funny because I think Lethal dislikes this movie a lot more for Lord reasons than Josiah and I. Because we don't know anything. I don't know freaking anything about the Mad Max lore. I just didn't like the movie because it wasn't good.
Yeah, it's a bad movie. It's just despite of how much it fucking screws over Mad Max, it's just a shit movie as well.
Yeah. Well,
I disagree, but that's fine.
It's okay.
There and back again. It's there and back again.
It's okay to be wrong, Mike. It's fine.
I think the cinematography is phenomenal. The set pieces, the design, the editing, all of it's phenomenal. But, you know.
Yeah, but you clap at the end of movies, don't you?
All three of us clap at the end of movies. We all admitted that.
That's true.
I'm not saying that it is. I don't think Fury Road is the best Mad Max movie at all. I think the other three are way better. But if this is a standalone story that is a reboot, which is what he kind of envisioned it as, I thought the cinematography and stuff should be praised for what it is. I thought the sound design, everything about the movie, as far as from a technical standpoint of movie making, I think it's a masterpiece. I don't think the story is very good. I don't like Furiosa even as a character. I do think that it doesn't do Mad Max justice like he should be. And the fact that they had to try to justify the story tells me that the story is not good. But as far as from a filmmaking standpoint, everything that went into that, I think, was really well done.
Like, to me, a masterpiece is like a film that is pretty much perfect in every way.
I said that the cinematography is a like cinematography, like directing wise, but the story is not good.
I mean,
I'm not calling the movie a masterpiece.
Cinematography is good in it.
Okay, I'll say masterclass. How about that? It's a masterclass in cinematography and shooting. I mean, the set design alone is really good. The fact that you could take all the CGI out of the movie and it still holds up as a film, I think should be considered and appreciated for what it is. That's why I can't say it's a bad movie. The storyline is garbage, and as a Mad Max film, does not hold up compared to the other ones because Mel Gibson is Mad Max, hands down. It's not Tom Hardy.
I don't think,
but that's just me.
But there's a lot of movies that can look good and be good in different areas like that and still be terrible.
But I'll come in with the
like Last Jedi. Last Jedi, I mean, from like a visual standpoint,
it does look really good.
Last Jedi looks good, but it doesn't like I wouldn't say that it sticks out in any way, shape, or form. And like if you were to watch Mad Max, no sound, ignoring the story, and just watch the cinematography and the editing and all of that, you could learn.
I'd be bored in about 5 minutes.
You could learn a lot as a filmmaker, regardless of whether you're.
About the fact that they took a bunch of old actors from the first 2 movies, maybe even the first 3 movies, and had them playing different characters. Like
That's why I think he was trying to do like a reboot of Mad Max. I think that that's what he was trying to go for, and he was trying to honor the previous characters and established characters. But that's the thing. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it's a bad movie. I just don't think the story.
And they had Quentin in it, who's
I also don't think it needed to be made. I mean, I don't think it.
Yeah.
But I also agree.
Is wicked though.
There were better movies that came out that year that deserve praise. 2015. 15?
Was it 15?
That sounds about right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to say about that is I think that technically it's fine, but I can tell you right now there is other cinematography that I consider far more memorable. I don't remember a single shot really from Mad Max.
The only shot that is still ingrained in my brain is Tom Hardy strapped to the front of a car.
Because he was strapped to the front of the car the entire freaking
movie.
He
wasn't, Ben. God damn it. He's strapped to the front of the car for the first act of the movie.
That's basically the whole freaking movie.
That's not the whole freaking movie, Ben. Do you not know how act structures work in movies, Ben?
Nope, it's basically the whole movie.
Do you not understand how
act structures the movie was so freaking boring.
Maybe
it felt like
your opinion is now completely suspect.
It's not just because I thought Mad Max was a trash movie.
Yeah, well, because you keep talking about how you felt about. Well, I felt I was bored and stuff. That doesn't say anything about the cinematography not being good.
It was all right.
It was good. That year The Revenant came out, The Martian came out, The Big Short came out, Spotlight came out that year.
Spotlight's incredible.
The Room came out that year.
Also incredible.
So Creed came out that year.
The same year.
Yeah.
So that was a heavy hitter of a year.
Yeah.
But every single one of those movies you mentioned was better than Mad Max.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Fury Road is fucking straight Ebola, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, that's fine. You guys are allowed to feel however you want to feel about it. I just think saying it's a bad film and ignoring what like the cinematography and stuff in it is not fair. So.
Yeah, I just don't think that that's like enough to like be like, oh, this movie shouldn't get any criticism because it's like.
I never said it shouldn't get criticism though. I never said that. I said that saying it's a bad movie, but when I say like, oh well, I thought the cinematography and stuff was really good, everybody's like, no, the movie sucks.
Did we say that? Did we say that?
Yes.
I'll try and meet in the middle, Mike.
I literally agree with you that. But
Ben's like the movie sucks.
How would you rate it as a Mad Max movie?
As a Mad Max movie, it's probably a 2 out of 10. Okay. I'd give it a 2 out of 10. As a film alone on its own, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. But like, as far as the directing, the editing, the sound design, the set design, all of that stuff, I think that movie is amazing. I think it's extremely well done. It wasn't a cash grab. It wasn't like there was no care put into the movie. The story was not good and was suspect, but the movie had a lot of effort and work and care put into it and a lot of thought put into it. So I appreciated that part of it.
I think it goes Mad Max, Mad Max 2, about Mad Max 3, and then all the fucking way in the darkest depths of fucking goat-ridden shit hell. You go a little bit further, then you find Fury Road.
Yeah, I didn't feel the love in that movie.
Mike has Mazza saying that he loves it. So
here's the thing: Ben may get upset about that. I can agree with Mazza about certain things because Mazza's dropped some straight fire opinions sometimes, and then he says the stupidest things in the world which keeps it all balanced. Because if Mazza was just about always doing the wrong thing, you could predict him. Mazza's about chaos. Sometimes Mazza will drop opinions and you go, damn, he's actually right. Like Nick Merckx being shit.
Yeah, Nick Merckx is pretty shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? 50 Shades of Grey came out that year.
It's all right.
No, he's pretty cringe.
Sorry, no,
pretty
bro.
cringe.
No, bro.
Yeah,
he's a veteran. Why do you hate our veterans, Mike?
I never said I hated our veterans. We all three of us just said we didn't like him, and you just immediately tried to call me out about not liking veterans. Listen, I have saluted more than you ever have on our podcast, Ben.
Mike doesn't hate veterans, just that particular one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Boom.
I fucking despise Fury Road, bro. Like,
It's terrible. It's absolutely awful.
Ex Machina came out that year too.
Freaking incredible.
So
that should have won probably Best Picture, but
that
so good. Yeah, I agree with that actually. Yeah,
but nobody likes cautionary tales about artificial intelligence.
Avenger: Age of Ultron also came out that year.
No, that movie is awful.
No, Age of Ultron is not awful.
Yes, it is.
Ultron is actually the best villain in Marvel.
No, absolutely.
100%
actually kind of slaps.
No,
Age of Ultron is the best villain in Marvel. He's actually better than Thanos as a villain.
In the entire Infinity Saga, Thor: The Dark World and Age of Ultron rank about the same.
No, you're absolutely out of your fucking.
That movie's not good.
Wow, Ben.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
My browser failed to play the video clip.
That's fine. I just can't believe you went out and tried to go off on Ultron like that.
I've always disliked Age of Ultron.
What? Why?
It very much.
Because it's not very
That's
good.
Well,
he's a complex villain. Like he has,
he has actually really unique motivations and shit.
Yeah.
Whatever, Ben. Terminator Genesis came out that year, and Magic Mike XXL.
This is an actual fact right here.
Oh, 100%. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Didn't
pretty great.
Wanda have her accent in that movie, and then it just disappeared.
Then she just stopped.
They freaking got rid of all that stuff. They needed Quicksilver. They got rid of Wanda's accent. They basically saved the character later. It's just not good.
No, she got rid of her accent after that movie, Ben.
Yeah, she just stopped doing it.
No, I know.
Rogue Nation came out that year.
But
Rogue Nation's incredible.
Wanda, she like her brother had to die in order for her to progress as a character.
Yeah, and also it was kind of weird that they were like kind of. It was getting a little. It was getting a little like a Game of Thrones.
They were close.
There.
Yeah,
they were very close.
Wow.
If there was a sequel to that movie, the lines "I'm stuck, brother, help me" would be.
This is a heck of an opinion right here. Thor: Dark World is the best Marvel movie.
Now you're just saying
that's such a crazy opinion. I respect
you want a masterclass on awful villains? The worst Marvel villain ever created is in that movie.
That is.
Malekith is the weakest piece of garbage villain I think there's ever been. Even the villains in the newer movies have been better than Malekith.
I got a worse one.
Wanda. I never watched the 4 movies.
No, Wanda's a great character.
I didn't say she wasn't a good character. I said she's a shit villain.
I thought she was good. She was
have
better
you seen
villain
Doctor
than Malekith.
Strange too?
Yeah,
Lethal.
No, I have not. No,
I don't blame.
Still
you.
a better villain than Malekith.
I want my sons, and they're like, you can have them.
I think
have them right here.
Think her motivation.
She's like, no, it's not good enough. I want all of the sons, all of the time.
Even if the writing isn't very good, I think her motivation is better than Malekith.
Her motivation
doesn't even make sense.
Makes more sense to me.
I want my 2 kids back that I created and aren't real.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go murder another woman in another universe in order to take her
Malekith's
kids.
Literal motivation is, I want this Infinity Stone so I can use it to conquer the world.
How does that tie in with Morbius?
Basic.
Well, everything ties back to Morbius because Morbius is the creator.
No,
Morbius is the core of everything. If you get rid of Morbius, the entire thing just falls apart.
Yeah, everything ties back to Morbius because it's Morbid
the MCU,
time, baby.
The Morbius cinematic universe. Yes,
it's.
I love that people that the media still writes all these butthurt articles about Morbius to this day. They're like, Morbius was released a second time and it failed even worse. They continued to try to just like trash the movie in every way possible, just because they're so mad at the memes that came out about that movie.
Dude, I want him to release it a third. I want him to release it a third time. So
they won't because they lost so much money on the second
fucking
time.
memes.
Dude.
Wait. Kevin Feige announces Morbius 2, boys. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
The Missions Project yet. This is for you, Morbius. Morbius 2, Rise of the Morbius. In this movie, Morbius is finally
amazing.
Over to the MCU, the Morbius Cinematic Universe.
That's amazing. Holy shit.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great. Yeah. Are there any movies coming out that you're looking forward to, Lethal?
Oh, I can't think of what's coming out. Does Beast Wars come out? I probably won't end up seeing it. I'll probably see it, but I won't pay for it.
Yep, I get it.
I can't think of anything actually off the top of my head that's coming out.
Yeah. I'm trying to like take a look at a list of.
Usually, my favorite movies come out. They're like the independent ones that come out towards the end of the year, and I don't usually know about them till like.
Well, we got Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Oh, that's true. That's
Ben loved Black Phone.
Yeah, that's supposed to be good.
Black Phone was amazing.
I'm never gonna watch that movie. Ever.
No, me either.
Yeah,
they're not gonna watch it. They're not gonna watch it because I didn't go see it with them.
Ben betrayed us.
Imagine this, Lethal. You're hanging out with your buddy, and he goes, "Hey, man, there's this awesome new movie coming out." And you're like, "Dude, I want to see that movie really bad." And he goes, "Yeah, we should absolutely go see that together." And you go, "Yeah, let's freaking do it." And he goes, "Maybe tonight we'll go see it together." And you're like, "Yes, I'm all on board for it." And then you don't hear from your buddy all day. Then the next day he goes, "Hey, I went and saw that movie without you because I didn't think you wanted to go."
No, that's not at all.
Then what do you do? What do you do?
I said that I wanted to go see it that day, but then they both said they were busy. So I was like, okay, well, I won't go see it. I'll go see it a different time. But then I got really bored and I was like, well, they're busy, so I'm just gonna go watch it.
You hear how he tries to justify it?
Well, let's hear Josiah's take on this one.
Yeah. No, I to be honest, I feel a lot of pain, a lot of betrayal. You know, because it was a movie that Ben and I we've been talking about for a while. You know, we were excited about it. You know, Ben was like, "Yeah, Black Phone came out this weekend," and I was like, "Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome to go see that." And he was like, "Yeah, maybe we can make it happen tonight." And I was like, "Well, maybe." And then
no, you said I'm busy.
Yeah,
he said he might be busy, but
and then you know, Ben could have been like, "Hey, maybe we can find a time that works." But you know, instead he was just like, "Yeah, screw you. I'm just gonna go see it myself."
Yep. And then he did.
When Ben was the one that invited the boys to go see it with him.
Yeah,
I was originally going to wait, but then
he didn't want to. He just didn't feel like it.
No,
he just didn't feel like it anymore.
I got really bored and I went.
Yeah, it's rough. It's hard. Yeah. It hurts.
Speaking of the boys, have you been watching it?
Yeah.
Woke as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotten progressively worse. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched the newest episode yet because I've been pretty much doing nothing but film for the past
I watched the
days,
newest episode and it's
yeah.
I watched it what was it like that night? It came out at midnight for some reason on our time, which it doesn't normally.
I'm gonna go watch the last 30 minutes of the episode in true Josiah fashion.
It's not.
Fine. I don't care.
It wasn't. I don't know. This season has not been very good.
This has been weak.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to go watch more of Stranger Things because they released part 2 of the next season. So
I finished.
Yell at me because I haven't seen any of it.
Apparently, it's incredible.
I'm excited to watch it. So
I really liked it. I finished it.
Did you watch part 2?
Yeah.
Oh geez, wow.
It's a lot. It's 4 hours. It's 1 hour and 23-minute episode, and then it's a 2 hour and 30-minute episode.
What? Wow, that's weird. Okay.
It's weird, but it's like a full-on I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I liked the ending. I thought it was good. I'm pumped for season 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Oh god, Mazda says yes, the best thing to come out this year. Never mind, I didn't like it.
Trash.
No, it's garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm taking a look at like some of the stuff that's coming out next year. I'm just kind of like, I mean,
there's really not much coming out that's like.
I'm kind of at the point now where the thing I get most excited about is the next A24 film that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
So,
I've just
we got the
weeb, to be honest with you. I think all the good shit these days is anime.
We got the
weeb, to be honest with you. I think all the good shit these days is anime.
That's you're not wrong. Oh, speaking of anime, I got Josiah in the Demon Slayer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Josiah.
Yes, sir. I'm on like
better?
episode like 17, I think 17 or 18. So
I saw the movie in the cinema, man, and it was fucking off guts, bro.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, man. Everyone in the cinema was crying and shit.
That's
awesome. Oh, we get Wonka next year with Timothée Chalamet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing a Willy Wonka prequel.
Oh,
movie.
fuck, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the next A Quiet Place film comes out next year too. I'm pretty hyped for that.
Oh.
I love
There's
those movies.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which that's
I mean, obviously next year we're getting Dune Part 2 as well, which is like,
yes.
You know, that's
I never saw Part 1.
It's worth it. It's
great.
Worth it. I really like that.
Awesome. It's so
I've
good.
seen book readers hating on it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit divisive among book readers. I've known quite a few book readers that have seen it, that they love the movie.
I thought it was a relatively good adaptation of the book, especially for how stacked that book is.
Well, we had Nerd Cookies on, and she liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's a big.
She's all about the lore.
Yeah, she's all about Dune. Yeah.
Well, we have the Barbie movie coming out next year with Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling.
I'm actually kind of excited about that.
Oh my fucking goodness! Of course you are. All right, we got some weird ones coming out next year though.
Let's go,
too.
Barbie.
We got like Wonka. Beast Wars comes out next year. I am kind of curious about Beast Wars. After Bumblebee, it made me curious about Beast Wars.
I liked Bumblebee.
Yeah, I actually did too. I really like
Bumblebee.
Yeah,
it was actually like they actually tried.
Bumblebee was a good Transformers movie, man. It was a
was.
solid Transformers movie.
It was a better Transformers
Optimus was
movie than
so
any
good.
of the freaking Michael Bay ones.
Oh, by fucking fine. And that first like 5-10 minutes, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just like straight up.
At least the
fucking
characters were
Cybertron.
interesting, and Bumblebee was great.
Do you know what I
Guardians of the
liked about that
Galaxy 3
movie?
comes out, too.
Was the
Go
fact that Megatron wasn't in it, but you felt his presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were scared to fail because they were scared to report back to Megatron.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. I'm
Yep.
actually looking forward to that.
Dude,
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 comes out next year. Blue Beetle. Indiana Jones 5.
Oh,
I'm
God.
actually excited. I'm actually excited about that. Because I
not.
like no, the guy who did it did Logan. I really do like his stuff.
I'm looking for the
James
bar
Mangold?
Harrison Ford falls
James,
over.
James Mangold's the one who made it, and I think that
Or maybe-
I think if anyone's gonna do it well, it'll be him.
It's a gritty reboot where he just like murders everyone. It's like super violent and it's just Fast
I'm
and
here
Furious
for it.
10 comes out next year. Fast X.
Let's go.
Aquaman, the second Aquaman comes out. John Wick Chapter 4 drops next year.
Oh,
That's-
what's that?
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm pumped for John Wick Chapter 4. That'll be the best thing that comes out next year.
Yeah.
You're apparently doing a Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix?
Sold.
What?
That
I'll
could
watch
be.
the shit out of that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can
I'm
see
just
that.
kind of. I didn't even know about that. Ben, you know what?
Eh.
All right. So the chat has decided. I put a poll out there.
Yeah.
Did Ben betray Josiah and Mike? 88% said yes.
Yeah.
I want to hear from the 12% that said no.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
And therefore, now everyone understands the pain and the reason why I can never watch Black Phone. So it's hard.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
I'm
hard,
not going to watch
but-
it even now that I've heard that story.
Yeah, you know what you did? Look what you did, Ben. By
Fucking
making that
ruined it.
movie lose watchers.
Oh, yeah, have you seen the new Beavis and Butthead movie?
No.
Oh, watch it.
I
Watch
watched the one clip from it that's been going around, like the white supremacy.
Oh, the white privilege part?
The white
Oh,
privilege part,
God.
yeah. Dude, it's hilarious. Hilarious.
It's definitely worth a watch. Not as funny as the old one, but it's still pretty good. It's
Nice.
still pretty good.
Nice. That's awesome. Well,
check that out.
Yeah.
Listen, Butthead. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was awesome having you on, Lethal. We appreciate you coming on.
I think I talked a lot about Nebraska and corn.
Yeah,
a lot of corn.
Well, I mean, not as much corn as you would think, but Yeah,
well, I mean, when the entire state is made out of corn, that doesn't change the fact that Iowa produces more of it.
Well, I think I mean I looked up a bunch of pictures and all saw were like cliffs. And
That's exactly what they want you to see.
Yeah,
because there's corn behind all of the pictures.
Same.
So Lethal, is there anything that you want to? What do you have going on in your?
Well, the Lethal Lightning channel is no longer available, unfortunately. RIP. So I've gone to what was my backup channel, which is where I just used to upload live streams, and I've turned that into my main channel now, which is called Prince Lethal. I do my videos and streaming over there, and then I have Hyper Lethal, which is my gaming YouTube channel, which I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs, hopefully before October. It needs like 220 to go, and then it's done. And I'm on Twitch like 5 times a week, and I'm uploading on Geeks and Gamers Play close to daily. It's hella lit. Thank you for having me. Shout out Josiah for killing it, man. You're absolutely destroying it. Ben, I only jacked off twice to you today, so we're getting better. And my boy Mike, and shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yes.
Love my boy go subscribe.
Go check him out. Drop the link. Yes. So, and then as you know, you have Mike crushing it over on Twitch. It's awesome to see.
We're getting back into it. We're streaming a lot more.
Gotta keep kicking him in the pants a little bit, and you know,
well,
gotta give him a kick.
Things are regulating. Things are regulating a little bit better now. So you know.
Yeah.
I actually streamed. I started streaming Naraka Blade Point yesterday.
I played it today. I like it.
Yeah, dude, it's actually pretty fun. I've actually had a good time with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out more. I'm probably gonna keep trying it more. So, people seem to enjoy it.
What was that one like BR game they played the other day? That was like the I don't know, like
the martial arts one.
Yeah,
that's Naraka Blade Point.
Oh, okay, that one looked really cool.
It's actually pretty fun.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I ran into an actual I've been playing against other players and stuff, but I ran into like an actual good player and saw what they're capable of, and it's terrifying.
Okay.
He beat the shit out of everybody. It was I was like, oh. So
nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so thank you, chat, for coming out. We appreciate you all. Have a great July 4th, and we will catch you all in the stream next week, 9 p.m. So we'll see you there. It's gonna be awesome. And have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend, and we will catch you all in the next stream very soon. Bye.
Later.